FNYK. All my life I've been with intellect, but the flow is like incest with degenerates. Fucking stupid and fine of interest as I interject. I'm moonwalking my boots, footsteps when I'm on set. Smooth predator boarding the mothership for conquest, cause I'm next. I'm sorry if I'm too witty and a screw loose, so try to fix something to do with me as I cruise the beat with fluency of what's true to be. And truthfully, I miss the way that it used to be. You say you gifted, had to prove it, B. Set a date, step up to the plate and seize opportunity. Let the viewers of the music see me pay hip-hop gratuity as I chew the beat, influencing UMCs with microphone fever. Married to the game with little intention to leave her, as long as she act right and not like a diva. A little less Cardi B and a lot more Aaliyah. We'll see, huh? Sticking by this Renaissance excuses. Shit is not for me, bruh. Yeah, I wanna hit through some speakers, playing in some kicks on some sneakers. You did? I'm going through the days where people test my gangsta just for reaction. If I ain't getting paid or recording music, please don't blow my high. Roll another J and get ready to witness the main attraction. Nothing left to say, I'ma leave it all right here, but I'm just rapping. Starry skies leave me sorry I didn't do what I gotta do to make sure we fortified as a unit. But don't leave me mortified. If it kept it 100, a brother would be more than fine. Gave you more than time, gave you some peace of mind. That's why I got some qualms about the way you treated mine. You came close to doing damage to my third eye. That's why instead of people, these beats on my murder. I showing up, what's worse, mine? Would you rather see casualties of me casually? Snap on beat speakers quick, drastically. The team imagine tease as we pass the beat. Ask the streets if I ain't playing cool, they be mad with me, cause I'm the one they want to prevail and fail at the same time. That's why I talk about good and bad in the same rhyme within the same grind. I smoke till I'm super saiyan high, plus divine lyrics. I guess I'm a super saiyan god. MC, King Charles, FNYK, the flyest native, you know. Yeah, contingency, King Charles, FNYK. All my life I've been with intellect, but the flow is like incest with degenerates. Fucking stupid and fine of interest as I interject. I'm moonwalking my boots, footsteps when I'm on set. Smooth predator boarding the mothership for conquest, cause I'm next. I'm sorry if I'm too witty and a screw loose, so try to fix something to do with me as I cruise the beat with fluency of what's true to be. And truthfully, I miss the way that it used to be. You say you gifted, had to prove it, B. Set a date, step up to the plate and seize opportunity. Let the viewers of the music see me pay hip-hop gratuity as I chew the beat, influencing UMCs with microphone fever. Married to the game with little intention to leave her, as long as she act right and not like a diva. A little less Cardi B and a lot more Aaliyah. We'll see, huh? Sticking by this Renaissance excuses. Shit is not for me, bruh. Yeah, I wanna hit through some speakers, playing in some kicks on some sneakers. Yeah. I'm going through the days when people test my gangsta for reaction. If I ain't getting paid or recording music, please don't blow my high. Roll another J and get ready to witness the main attraction. Nothing left to say, I'ma leave it all right here, but I'm just rapping. Starry skies leave me sorry I didn't do what I gotta do to make sure we fortified as a unit. But don't leave me mortified. If you'd have kept it 100, a brother would be more than fine. Gave you more than time, gave you some peace of mind. That's why I got some qualms about the way you treated mine. You came close to doing damage to my third eye. That's why instead of people, these beats on my murder. I showing up, what's worse, ma? Would you rather see casualties of me casually? Snap on beat speakers quick, drastically. The team imagine tease as we pass the beat. Ask the streets if I ain't playing cool, they be mad with me, cause I'm the one they want to prevail and fail at the same time. That's why I talk about good and bad in the same rhyme within the same grind. I smoke till I'm super saiyan high, plus divine lyrics. I guess I'm a super saiyan god. MC, King Charles, FNYK, the flyest native, you know.
Goes from Christmas eat pussy pass just try to slide up on my leg, girl. Girl, you already know who that was. That was something petty. Ooh, child, stop. Oh, Lord. They be creeping in, girl. They be creeping in, girl. They in the pussy. Oh, Lord, the ghost of they be in the ridiculous pass. Ghost of petty pass. Oh, Lord. So, baby, how you doing tonight, baby? I got that right, man. I got you that right. Hey, you know, y'all don't know what we talking about. We be quoting some shit. Hey, you know, I've been looking back and I've been waiting on you. Know what I'm saying? You got to know. This is the cousin live tonight, y'all. Anytime I'm on here, Nicole is not getting monetized. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's been a while for sis. I was trying to prepare the buffet, but, you know, COVID kind of shut that down, you know. We should have done a shit. The hell with a real damn buffet. Shit, you see how big my ass is? That's a buffet, girl. I was gonna try to do. No, I can get down there and shave it now, bitch. I mean, damn, don't. Shit, because it made me too scared to go get on that plane to go get that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. You better tell me something. Cause I'm like, what's wrong with the store shit down there? Man, nigga, I'm in love, man. But you know, I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Granny. Sometimes it's so good to be in a day's child. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. I was ready to lay it low and how the young folks say it, lay it low and spread it wide. And you would have got a call from Centennial Hospital, room 204. Nicole Reloaded is waiting for you. Tara, girl, they got some dick so good. Tara, the dick was so good, girl. They had to put me in the hospital for a couple of days, girl. You gonna come pick me up? I got a call from the damn county jail. Nicole Reloaded is in jail. She done killed this nigga. She had that 80 years. She done killed the man. I bust the windows out your car. We come pulling the car off the bed. The man be flat on the damn bed like I have that. Call me breathing hard and put up a draw. Talk about where my ass. You know it's good love when you say where my ass for pup at. Hey, what's up? This is your girl Nicole Reloading. We locked and loaded with another video. What's cracking? How you doing, SP? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Running back some content, my content, laughing. We was getting flagged and stuff like that or whatever. The link is available. Oh yes, the link is available if you would like to twerk on my link. Then go ahead and don't get squared. And go ahead and hit the link. I'm just enjoying my own content. I hope that you are too. Now, thumbs up this video since you decide to come around, and hopefully I turn your frown upside down. Nigga said no being in love, rather that being in lust. When you tie a man up so bad, he go flat. Nigga, you want him a long time, baby. And then he get mad, talking about what you trying to do to me, baby. Why you let me out like that? Why you let me down like that, baby? You know you can't be telling your friends you had me in here screaming like a little snitch. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you can't help it, girl. Listen. Listen, you know what? That's a good one right there, sis. And Fly Jaws, what you at? Slide back on in here. You sliding is trying to find a parking spot. Why a woman can't never say she want no ding-a-ling? Why a woman can't never say she had a man screaming? And why that man can't never say, yeah, she had me screaming to go tell his friends, well, my old lady had me screaming last night. Well, that's not manly, son. That's not being a woman if you say you want some ding-a-ling, son. What's up?
Okay, now what my sister asked, is it unladylike for a woman to say she wants some ding-a-lang? And why can't a woman say that she wants some ding-a-lang? Now, we're not trying to be all nasty and all this other stuff, but my sister, Tar Info for you, wanted to know, why can't a woman, how you doing, happy girl? Welcome, baby. Welcome, Sarah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. She's asking a question to the men that are in the building. Is it inappropriate or non-ladylike behavior if a woman says she wants some dang-wang? We just trying to figure things out. There ain't no judges in the room. If you scared, go to church.
Well, I mean, I think I've earned the right to say that I want you to come over here and let me do real nasty, some real grown-up, protective responsibility, freaky-dicky things. I mean, if you scared, then nigga, go to church. But a man want a woman that really can, he's supposed to massage him and take care of him, and he's supposed to say your name. Nicole. Because I have been in a long-term relationship, and I can tell you, when you're in a long-term relationship, you love the person that you be with and everything.
What's up, my sis? How you doing? Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Only One Jewelry by Ray Allen. And thank you, Happy Girl 42. I hope that you are the most happiest woman on this earth, and may God bless you and everybody that is listening. I'm just listening to some of my own content, and we just running it back and listening. I hope that you like it, and may God bless you. Let's have a little giggle. School starts in how many hours? Let's get into it.
And it be good, everything be good and all that. But sometimes life takes over that. So you and your partner, y'all end up going separate ways when it comes down to the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? But when you ain't in those relationships, and let's say you single and the passion be there. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing to damper that. That's why it's most important that even in relationships, man, you continue to be friends and keep it lit. Well, you're supposed to if you don't let the fire go out, and it's important to have communication and say, thank you, Granny. We love having you too. And we love you enjoying this conversation. I mean, if we could just be honest with each other, like, man, I love making love. I like you drive me crazy, baby. I need what you got, and I got what you need. Now come over. Yeah. Why we gotta be afraid and ashamed? I just want to be with one man. One man. I'm gonna put them men down on something. Just listen up for a minute, man. For all the men that's listening to this conversation, I want y'all to know, if you ever look at your wife in a loving fashion when you first meet her, continue to look at her like that to the day you guys, be deceased or, split or whatever the thing is. Because I'm going to tell you something. When a woman is not being looked at in that same manner, she knows. She knows, and she knows right off rip that you're not looking at her in the manner you used to. So please try to keep that flame. And the reason
Ray Allen, you gonna get me a Sly Jones did request for me to go live. We went live early Sunday this morning. We had a very, very good live. And we enjoyed, we laughed and we kikied and stuff like that. And he wanted me to go live. So I don't know. Where you at? The men of all moderators, but we got SP up in here. He probably praying for me and saying that I, need to be dipped in some blessed oil because I'm sinning or something. But I love you too, number one SP.
why I'm saying that is to say this. Because get to the point where, like I say, life takes over, the household. A woman's work is never done, like they say, and a man's work sometimes is. And it gets to the point where we, by us being the caretakers of the household, we get tired,
Yeah.
And we need that stimulation from our men. And if you're not stimulating us, and it's not really like, I know men, when men hear me say stimulating, they probably think sexually, but I'm not talking that. I'm talking mentally.
You're talking about
If
mentally.
we're not stimulating us mentally, you'll never be able to stimulate us physically, even if we are your wives.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You have to keep that flame lit. You have to say good things. Y'all have to share the gospel. Y'all have to talk about
us.
You have to talk about political things, values, viewpoints.
Right.
You have to talk about mental capacity things that hold her, keep her. The things that y'all talked about when y'all first got together, what y'all gonna do? The plan. The things that you did before you had babies. You understand? Because at the end of the day, if not, you're gonna lose your woman. That's how your woman end up going south. And then when your kids get out the house, I just want you to know this.
Yeah.
It's all time. Enjoy that time together. Get to know each other because you haven't gotten to know each other while the kids was there. There was so much about the kids in the household to the point y'all lost contact at some point.
Right.
Physically, mentally, and all that. And it's no stimulation for either one of y'all, and somebody's gonna end up cheating. So if you don't want that to happen, pay attention. Be attentive to each other, man. And be available.
The woman too, though. Women can
shut your spouse.
Women shut down, but women just don't shut down just off of something had to happen. I mean the queens I know that they down for the long haul. Like if you mind, can't no dude come in and take this good juiciness from you, man. It's all yours, baby, all day. But you gotta lay down that foundation. Make me feel protected. Let me know that I'm yours, that you need me, that you appreciate me.
When it comes down to that word protection, that thing right there can wrap around the world. That can be a long thread of things. So when we see, and that's again, with us women, when we speak, we need to be firm. We need to be frank. You understand? Right. If I want protection, I don't need to be coming to my man talking about, baby, I need me some protection. Because that might mean, nigga, what? You want him to come tonight? He gonna get mad. He gonna be like, no. Because he done took this thing in a whole different direction. We need to break this thing down and be frank. No, what I need from you is A. What I need from you is B. What I need from you is C. Men like order. They've been dealing with order since they was born.
But a lot of men have to be instructed, though. So if a lot of them, I mean, not like they weak or not like,
No, it's not instruction. They hate instruction because they think through their mammy then. They like order. If one and one don't make two, it ain't gonna make no sense. They compartmentalize.
But let me ask you something. If a man is in love with you, can he go days without calling you? Granny, if a man is in love with you, can he go days without calling you?
Yes.
How? If he in love with you?
Because men compartmentalize. They don't think like that, sis. They don't think like that. They know they love you, and that's all they give a about. They know who they love. They don't have to be on the phone with you 24 hours. That's our thing. That's what we want. And that's why we have to tap our men into what we want, those energies. If we want a higher energy, a higher vibration of love, light, health, wealth, all those things, we have to tap our men into that.
Sly Jones said he begged to differ. Well, what do you beg to differ, Sly?
On what part?
No, I don't. I think if a man loves a woman, I don't think that he would go.
In the conversation, what part?
I think about going days without calling a woman that he's in love with. If he in love with her, he gonna make sure she protected.
After that, huh?
That's what I think. Sly Jones, you want to call in? But go ahead, sir.
Yeah, but anyway, he said he begged to differ, and you know that's a man's opinion, and I'm waiting to hear it. But at the end of the day, coming from a woman, being on the opposite side of the fence, I don't know if he was speaking on my behalf, the part where he begged to differ, or your behalf in regards to what you were saying. But
sis, what's the number to the Obama phone?
It's what I believe in my structure, and the way I want to ground myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying for us, if we want.
Is that you beeping? Is that you beeping? No, we.
Yes.
Right, but let's say that you do. But let's say that you do speak up, and let's say that you do most of the calling, but then you're gonna think that you're chasing. You don't want.
We're a team together. That's right.
Right. Well, that's right. Yep. If we rich together or poor together, yep, we are a team. Yep. And that's the part. That's what I'm saying. The teamwork make the dream work.
That's fact. That's fact. But what I'm telling y'all is this. At the end of the okay, see though. Like I say, if you ask him too many questions, we'll run him off. You see what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. That's just what I was saying. Us as women, we cannot come with that because it make a man feel like we mommying him. Men don't like to be mommy.
But then when you don't say nothing, he gonna be like, baby, what's wrong? You're hiding something. I know something wrong with you. You run your mouth all day long. Now you ain't got nothing to say. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And then when you say it, they still run. If a nigga gonna run, if a female gonna run, they gonna run, period. If you want me, you want me. If you don't, you don't. It's that simple to me. I don't think it's that difficult. If you want me, you want me. When you have a baby, and the baby, hold on, let me say this.
That's why I say it has to be an understanding. See what Brenda saying, sis?
Wait, let me see. But sometimes when people, they just sometimes emotions get involved. Yes, and I do agree unintentionally because I also think it has to do with culture. It has to do with I do agree that it has something to do with the way you were raised. See, my parents were married for 50 plus years. My daddy called my mama every day. He called her in the morning, in the afternoon, and before he went to bed. Because he was in the Air Force. That's the only way they had to communicate. But that, to me, that's what I think is normal. I think it's unorthodox for a man to go days without.
You see how Sly Jones just said everything ain't black and white?
Everything ain't black and white, and some things are just black and white though too.
But we're not dealing with the just black and white part.
No, what I'm saying, if you throw, hold on though.
Nothing for us. We have to make them want to do those things.
But how? If a man wants a woman, he will.
Okay, hey, what's up, y'all? How you doing? Good morning, beautiful. I like your name. She said, I like your name. Don't ask me it. I heard that. I love that name. Hey, Nicole. I hope you're good this morning. Yes, I am, baby. And may God bless you. And may you be financially flourished and blessed and filled with no stress and have the most awesome intimacy that your heart desires. I'm just running back a live that we had earlier on Sunday morning. And the live constantly had got flagged and we lost the chat box. And Sly Jones requested for me to come on live. So I was hoping that he would, come back on, but he could have fell asleep or whatever, because I know he has to work or whatever. So this is for you, Sly Jones. You requested for it. So we back. And hopefully y'all enjoy. So what you're listening to is Tara Info for You and Nicole Reloaded. We just going back and forth. This is what me and my sister do. This is just what we do when we, passionate conversation, adult communication. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's healthy. We love each other and we'll always love each other. Let's get into it.
Go from hell to high waters together.
We are. No. What you mean?
When a man wants a woman,
then he need to go compartmentalize.
That's what I'm I'm trying to say. It's not gonna be complicated. When a man loves a woman, he gonna do what he gotta do to be there for her. Even if she is crazy, it's somebody for everybody. He gonna love that crazy woman.
See what Sly Jones said? It's a man. He say love is simple, sis.
Right. So it only becomes complicated when a motherfucker don't know what they want.
All the drama, dog.
No, what I'm saying is it only becomes complicated when a mother sucker don't know what they want.
Right. They go to thinking you're trying to make them do things or manipulate them in a type way of thing.
Well, baby, I'm going to tell it to you even more. She said, thank you so much. I needed to hear that. Baby, you hear it all the time. And you deserve to be blessed and not stressed. And may God bless you in every aspect of your life, financially, physically, spiritually, and mentally. Go look in your mirror and look at yourself and say, thank you, Jesus, that I am still alive and I am ready for you to do everything that you have desired for me in my life. Get into it. Let's step our dopamine and serotonin up. And the link is there for anybody that want to come on. You know, I would like for y'all to get involved. Come on, let's get into it now a little bit. Now just a little bit. You know, make you smile. I hope that the conversation ain't too much for you now. Oh, and the call-in number also too is scrolling down the screen with the ticker. Good morning, sis. Headed to sleep, just speaking. Love you. I love you too. Hey, Armin. How you doing, Armin Brown? Y'all make sure you subscribe to my sister, Armin Brown. I'm gonna be heading around over there to you, girl. I'm gonna have to stalk you, sis. I'm on my way, baby. And look out for an email too. You know, I got a couple of ideas for us. Yep. Check out that beautiful, beautiful black queen that can pray. Ooh, I know she's an intercessor.
Yes, and that's true too. Yes, that's true too. But also, that can go vice versa though. But sometimes we can be too possessive and push your man. Yes, you can. That's why you have to find a balance. That's where communication comes. You know what I'm saying, baby? How many times you like that? Hold on, let me just give you an example. How many times, baby, do you like to have sex a week? Well, I want to hit it, every day. Okay, well, that's kind of unrealistic. Our body can't handle it.
That shouldn't even be a conversation.
It should be a conversation because it might be a man that want to have sex before he go to work every day. That's how he get down.
The only man you should be having that conversation with is a nigga who ain't yours. Period. Because a nigga who yours, you ain't even having that conversation. Because anytime that nigga jump on you, touch on you, you gonna know what's tea. And if you ain't receiving that, that man gonna know what's tea. And he gonna say my baby ain't with it today, somebody gonna force her.
Yeah, but no, sex is one of the second things, the reason why divorces happen. And the reason why is because women don't communicate what they want and what they need. And a lot of times women are laying there and taking dick that they don't really want that day. That's why 70% of women don't have orgasms until they're in their mid 30s and 40s. Girl, no, the science is behind this conversation right there.
And they don't have people like us to teach them.
Oh.
You don't have to do that.
No, you don't. No, she's right about that. Tar Info for You is right about that. Us as women, we need to speak together and we need to come together so we can communicate, so we can learn from each other when we make mistakes in life, past relationships, even in motherhood. Women, we need to get over our egos and let the shade down just a little bit. And hold each other's hand and pray together and give each other advice to make our lives better for the long haul. Not for ego, but for the blessings that the Heavenly Father has for us, because it takes a village to raise a family. And somebody taught you how to braid hair. Somebody taught you how to change a tire. Somebody taught you how to pay bills. New levels, new devils. And if we know how to fight these devils, because we elevate, we can elevate or we can disintegrate. I want to elevate. I'm not ashamed of saying, sis, I don't know how to do that. How Wait, how you do that? Oh, that's how you do that. Oh, okay.
If you're laying there and you're not, your body is not opening up, budding to this man, that's not the man you want to be with anyway. No, no, because you can't.
Because see, what I was trying to tell my sister Tara info for you, you can't. I feel like she couldn't say that in a sense, is because of the fact that when people get older, their bodies change. You know, a man in his 20s, he could have knocked your back out, like, hit it out the park like number 42, but what if you end up getting diabetes, or diabetes runs in his family, or you have a death in the family? You can have a death in the family and just lose all sexual desire for years to come. That's why you have to communicate. But this was a good, healthy debate. I don't think Tar was wrong, and I don't think I was wrong neither. Now, y'all can comment down in the chat and y'all let me know.
Say that because people have issues. What if the man has diabetes? What if the woman has a medical? No, because people can get sick later on in years. That's not fair. A person gonna love you if they willing to wipe your ass. That's what my daddy said. You'll know if a person love you if they willing to wipe your ass and clean up your throw up. Be with him right then while he wiping your ass. No. What I'm saying is, eventually things change. Eventually beauty changes. No, hold on.
Okay, because see, when you get into a relationship, right? You young, you fine as wine, but maybe when you get older, it could be just genetics. No matter what you do, you could work out every day, and you always gonna wear a size 7 or 8. Some might be a 12, some might be an 18. Are you gonna love me if I get fat? But fat to you could be a size 4. It's all up to the perception of the individual. What floats your boat might sink mine.
Eventually you get old. Eventually you gonna get wrinkles. Eventually a man can't fuck a woman 6 times a day because his dick ain't even physically capable to do it anymore. These are things that are important to communicate. Right here, Granny.
There go my baby girl. How you doing, Felicia Fee? No, you tell me now. Tara on my ass now in this conversation. She's speaking facts. But what I was trying to explain to sis, her facts were based on when we're younger. And you do have women that are, what I'm saying, around our age that can do flip-flops, and men that can do all of that, but it depends on what they did when they were in their younger years. Not every man was a hoe when he was 17, 18, and 19. A man usually pop off, start masturbating, what, around, y'all help me out, when they're let's say 16, they start stroking their meat and stuff like that, whatever, and they think just sticking it in and humping. And then women want to give, us as young ladies want to give our bodies over to our first loves, and we think them sticking it in and sticking it out means that they love us. And especially you a virgin, you start bleeding, that means that it felt good. A lot of women don't know that peeing feel good until they in they mid-30s, until they actually have an orgasm. There's a difference between climaxing and having an orgasm and coming. There's levels. There's levels. Now, if you've been a beautiful woman that has been able to bust nuts as soon as you got hit from the bank, then you've been blessed. And please give us the tea so we can teach these young ladies so they don't keep running from nigga to nigga, and every dude they get with, they become their boyfriend and they stay friend and they drive friend. He end up driving your car, he ended up staying at your house. That's why a lot of these men don't even go to buy their own shit. There's too many women that will let them move in because anyway.
I'm just saying, sis.
what I'm trying to see, you taking it to a level.
No, because that's hormones do change. That's what I'm saying. So you can't say that. Communication about
when I say that ain't the man you want to be with, stop taking it face value for what I'm just saying.
No, I know what you're saying, sis. I'm trying to clear. I'm trying to clear. Tara, I'm trying to clarify for the audience. I know that you know, but the audience don't know.
I'm trying to tell them think critically too. Period. Because if I'm gonna put it like this right here, I don't care if I'm married to a man. If he want me and I'm not ready for him right then, that ain't the man I want. I don't want him right then. I want a man that I'm dealing with in the presence of my mind, whether it be Yahweh, whether it be whomever. That's what I'm dealing with, myself, woman, or whomever. I want my problems. I don't want his problems. But I need for him to get on board and say, baby, what's wrong? So that he can understand where I'm coming from. And the same way with us. If you see this man over here strategically going through something in his head, don't go over there flashing on titties and sitting all over his mouth because he ain't feeling that. You gonna throw the man off.
But see, that's why I think that it be too. I think sometimes because of the lack of communication, because the Bible says a man is supposed to love his wife as he loves the church, and when making love is the closest thing that you can get to heaven. That's true.
That's true.
That is true. And it can get great it can start off great in the beginning and get worse in the middle.
It takes time. Exactly.
Right.
Oh, that's why it should be okay while you're learning her and she's learning you. And every day is a learning process. I don't care if y'all together 18,000 years.
Right.
While y'all learning each other, it should be a time and a place for that man to say, I don't want your black ass today.
And she right about that. Wait, hold on. Is everybody okay in the chat? I don't know, sis. I don't know, Ray Ellen. Felicia, can you see Ray Ellen? I don't know, y'all. You know YouTube be tripping and stuff. Y'all make sure y'all check y'all block lists and stuff. My name Benny, I ain't in it. I don't know. Now, okay, sis said, don't ask me. It said, yes, people say there is no blueprint for parenting. She said, well, I disagree because my childhood is the blueprint. And I raised a perfect straight A 10-year-old boy. Now, how old is your son? Is your son still 10? And I'm proud of you that you feel that way. Because I raised a straight A child, too, as well. And then something happened. She got a period. And her breast grew. And her hips did. And the boys and the girls came out from the yard. Then I had another one, never got in no trouble. Then her period came a little bit sooner. And her daddy couldn't see everybody. See, because there's no blueprint for a child, baby. There's no blueprint because anything can happen. You can be healthy as a fox today. You can put everything you want to in that child. And that don't make you a bad mother or a bad father, because kids gonna go the way that they want to go. That's why they say teach them the way that you want them to go. But I'm gonna tell you something even more. Kids do what they see you do versus what you tell them to do. And I had to learn that over time. So if you a cusser, don't get mad when your kids start cussing and shit when they get older. And please don't think just because you downstairs and they upstairs that they can't hear you cussing everybody out. The light bill man, the gas bill man. Kids hear everything. They got good ears. I think in regards to children, if we just let them grow and be free, Be free, but with realistic expectations, of course, with protection and providing financially, physically, spiritually, and mentally, and trust that what we instill in them and do our best to live the life that you want for them to go, and trust the Heavenly Father, they will live that life. And hopefully that life will be better than yours. Can my sisters see each other? Okay. Okay. I get you, sis. I get you. Hold on. Y'all probably don't know what I'm reading. Oh, okay. All right. I want y'all to know for future reference. So I'm trying to get my channel back into the analytics and to be recognized. So make sure you go onto my main channel. Okay. Not the one on the blue. If you just make sure you go on my main channel, y'all, and leave comments after the video is over so we can ride this analytic wave together. Because I was about to say, oh Lord, I know y'all love each other now. He just turned 10 on Wednesday. Then, baby, you just keep holding your baby up. You keep working with him. You keep feeding into him. Keep praying for him. And be the change that you want to see in him, because they grow. When them hormones kick in, they be nice and sweet around 10 or something. But when them hormones kick in, what, mom? It's just their bodies and their friends. And I mean, even look at Nickelodeon and Disneyland. The kids that are on these shows, part of the script is making the parent look like an idiot. So if your child do come off a little sideways at you, you're gonna have to make sure you know, okay, wait now, they ain't trying to be disrespectful. Just communicate with them. I'm just telling you, I got 4 kids. I got a 23-year-old, well, that's about to be 23, one that's going that turned 21, one that's about to be 18 in about 5 days, and then one that's about to be 8. I'm just telling you, I've been through it all and had, you know, them hormones do something to them now, and they'll challenge you. But there are kids that will just, when you got more than one, you might have one, and that child never give you no problems, ever. Be perfect, but ain't nothing in life perfect. They might marry a female that might be crazy, but they love that woman. It's so many details, it's so many things. That's why I feel that we need to communicate with each other so we can learn from each other. I want to know, even though your name is Don't Ask Me It, I want to know what you have done to get to where you are so I can utilize that in my life.
For you to say, baby, get the hell off me. I ain't feeling it. And y'all understand each other. But if y'all ain't on them levels and that man gotta run out and go do something because his hormones are urgent, you gotta do something because you feeling like you ain't getting enough attention at home, y'all need to cancel this. Because at the end of the day, somebody ain't compartmentalizing. I agree. It shouldn't be no problems in no bedroom. It shouldn't be a problem in the household if we all come into a understanding. I like what Granny feeling me though. People want to not come to the understanding and say, hey, you know what? I'm thinking about having a polygamous relationship, and I want to bring Sally through it because we.
Now I want to ask you guys a question. What do you think about a polyamorous or polygamous relationship? What do you guys think about that? Think outside the box for a second. Just think about it. I'm just asking. It could be a hell to the no, no, no. And it could be,
having problems, and maybe she can talk to you because she's better at this aspect than you are, and you're better in that aspect than she is, and y'all can come together and y'all have one big. No, baby. That's up to, she don't even know her, and she don't know her, and you don't know you. Why we all in this house together? See, but it goes all the way back though, sis, to what I'm saying is communication. Some, you know, with some.
Y'all to make a power couple, Nicole. He understands. Just stop going over here trying to cake me.
Oh Lord, he caking.
So please pay him attention.
Fly Joe's though I love him. But he gonna have my man. My man gonna break up with me, Sly Jones. You gonna have my man. He gonna dump me now. He already dumped me twice. See, that's the thing too. I know that. Yeah, military relationships. They're ran on some form of a structure in a foundation. Like it's ways that things go. I need a schedule. We do this, and this. This is what you good at. This is what I'm good at. You handle that. I handle this, and we meet in the middle. No, but what I'm saying is because I think that we complicate things. Why am I going to tell the husband to do the child's hair knowing he don't know how to do it? Or vice versa. Maybe he know how to do hair and I don't just because I'm the woman. Maybe
makes it boring. And you wonder why only one or two people go to the chat. That's one of the reasons. So, you know, just because you can't use me, just because I don't mirror what you say, just because I'm not your puppet. And like I say, the real Isis one is a beautiful girl. You know what I'm saying? She's talented. She's written books and all of that. But I don't have to kiss her ass. I don't have to kiss Monica's ass. I don't have to kiss Lockheed Boss Lady's ass. Matter of fact, I love Mona Simone. You know, I watch her videos, and through Mona, matter of fact, Mona was in a chat this morning with who was it? So many people. Whose chat was she in this morning? Anyway, we laughed. We laughed our ass off. We had a good time this morning. You know, not talking about anything serious. Nicole Reloaded. Shout out to the homie Nicole. When we chop it up, we have fun. We just talk shit, and it's nothing serious. And nobody walks away butt hurt because somebody had a disagreement or argument or any of this stupid shit. So, you know, shout out to the homies that keep it live, they keep it 100, they keep it fun. You know, and you can also be informative. One thing you can't do is force somebody to think how you think. You know, if I approach problems from a peaceful perspective and trying to find a solution, that's fine. And I'm going to be honest with you. I see the news. I see cops shooting us in the back, beating the hell out of us. I see what white supremacists do. I see what Trump supporters do. And just like any other sound-minded person, it makes me angry. You know, every time I see a white man or a white woman spit on a black person, or, you know, you can't swim in our pool, you can't shop in our store. Do you live in this building? Well, I want to see your ID. Or delivery drivers trying to get out of a cul-de-sac. Well, how did you get the code to the gate? You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm angry enough to want to kill one of those motherfuckers if I ever had one of those encounters. But that's just me. That's how I feel. But I'm not gonna wear that anger on my shoulder. I'm not going to run around and push around my white coworkers because I know how they think. I know what their politics are. Some of them may be actually listening to this video right now because they watch my videos. I know how their parents think. I know how they think. It's not for me to go around and treat them like shit and roll my eyes at them and be angry. You know, because we all, at the end of the day, we all have to live. We all got to make a living. It doesn't make me a coon because I know how to get along with people. I could easily go out and start shit, you know, and be angry at my white coworkers and be angry at black people that don't agree with me and be just angry at the world and then cut ties with a good person. I never said anything cross to ISIS. I never cussed her out. I never called her out her name. The only thing we had disagreed with was she felt like I should be doing more for the movement. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not Martin Luther King. I'm not Malcolm X. I can't go fly to Portland and then go fly to Minnesota and then go fly to DC and stand out there with some hell no, we won't go, Black Lives Matter, bullshit. I'm sorry, but I can't be everywhere at once. I can't fight the battle everywhere. I just can't. It's not physically possible. And then plus being in a peaceful place in my life, I'm not going to bring conflict and discord. Not with racist white people, not with coon ass niggas, and not with a right fighter. I refuse to do that. Iora, if you want to jump on with me, you are more than welcome. Matter of fact, let me put the link out here right now. Because anybody that's got a problem with me for having a problem with ISIS, because I know how YouTube works. I've been here before. This is my first rodeo. You know, you're probably going to hate my guts and never come back to my channel again. And, you know, more power to you. That's fine. You know, but I'm glad that my algorithm is getting cleaned up to have more mature people. You know, over 30, not in their feelings, that have decent conflict resolution skills. Okay, all right. Well, I'll catch you on the next one, bro. But I just had to put that out there. You know, I love what I do on YouTube. I have fun. And like I said, I'm not a Black consciousness channel. I'm not a gaming channel. I'm not a Star Wars channel. A I'm not any type of anything. First of all, I'm not a channel. I'm a man. And my name is John. Second of all, YouTube doesn't rule my life. My ego is not involved. And if I did a show right now and it only gets 5 views, I did it because I love to do it. I do it because I'm going to parlay it into something bigger in my life that I've always wanted to do. You know, YouTube was just a spark that started the flame. And it's not based on subscribers. It's not based on views, and it's certainly not based on likes. Because I'm the same way. Again, in real life, I'm the same way on Facebook. I don't have a big Facebook profile. I don't have a big Instagram profile. I may have 50, 60 people on both platforms, and that's it. Because I'm not one of those men that has to flex. I've never been the kind of person to have to brag. I've always been a humble guy. And I'm going to continue to be a humble guy. But when it comes time to burn a bridge, I will burn that motherfucker down. Because I have a saying, let the light from the bridge I burn guide my path. I see a lot better down my new path with the fire from that burning bridge. And I learned from that burning bridge. You don't have to say anything to anybody to really, I don't know, piss them off or put them in their feelings or make them make you an enemy. And I don't want to be anybody's enemy, but I'm not going to kiss your ass, be your friend either.
Now, I agree with, wait, yes, I would like to call in. Baby, can you see the phone number, baby, at the bottom? I'll put it in the chat. Just give me a second. But the reason why I'm playing this, shout out to my brother Sly Jones. I love you, brother. And I feel the same exact way that he does in regards to how he's expressing his feelings, um, about his channel. I'm a humble person, humble beginnings, not perfect by any means. Don't want no beef with nobody. And you can also scroll up, baby. You want to come on the StreamYards, or would you prefer to call in? I'm doing good, Samuel. I am blessed. I'm thankful to be alive because I definitely wasn't supposed to be. I respect my brother Sly Jones. See, people think that a lot of times we just really just having fun, producing content in a natural way, in a funny way, and stuff like that, without the doxing and all the evil stuff and all that. I don't want to drag my sisters and my brothers, man, regardless if you like me or love me or not. It's not in my heart, man. And people that follow you, that really truly support you, they can see through the bullshit. That ain't me, man. I'm gonna drop the number down in the chat. If somebody can put it in there for me, but it is scrolling down at the bottom of the page.
I've had some people I was close to on YouTube that totally turned their back on me. And you know what? I'm used to it. Whatever it is that these, and it's mostly females. I've had a couple guys too. Last year was some guy named Spook who, for some reason, harasses this lady named Essie Berry, which I could go into that story, but after hearing that story 1,000 times and being in 100 chats and it was all the same people talking about the same shit, that got old too. And even though there was a mutual friend that I had that came out of that, I don't hear from him. He doesn't hear from me. They still do their thing in their corner. Now I think they're talking about some lady named Pam. Whatever Pam and whatever Essie and whatever Spook and whatever they have going on over there, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Why people gotta, like, if you gotta, an issue, with the color green, and you're the color yellow, and I'm the color blue, what that gotta do with me? I'm the color blue. I ain't do nothing to y'all. Y'all grown folks, y'all work it out. And please don't drag it out. It's too immature. And if you want to hit the StreamYard link, all you got to do is just scroll up. I hope I put the number in here right. And the number is also scrolling down at the bottom of the ticker. It's 1-718-362-6120. PIN number 421-1946. Once again, the phone number is 1-718-362-6120. PIN number 421-1946.
I hung out in that chat for a little while, laughed a little bit. I thought it was funny. But I noticed that just as obsessed as Essie Berry was with Steve Harvey, they were obsessed with her.
Right.
And I was like, this shit is.
And people do become obsessed over each other. And then you get the check and realize, oh, I keep talking about so and so, I can get $500 talking about it. And people are getting even bigger money. But it ain't worth the money. Everything ain't funny. We revamping the analytics. Shout out to my brother Sly Jones for sharing his story, man. I'm in the same position that he was. And thank you for uplifting me. And no, me and him don't email each other late night and trying to hook up and have sex with each other. Y'all need to grow the fuck up. No, me and him don't email each other. All right, baby, you gotta turn it down in the background, mama. You need to grow the fuck up. Cause we're gonna have severe audio feedback, babe.
Did it turn off?
Yeah, I don't hear it. I don't hear it any longer, boo.
Okay. Hey, how are you, Nicole?
How you doing, pretty baby? How you doing?
I am terrific. Yeah, I ran into you in Pink, MissPink.com in her chat.
I love pink.com. Shout out to pink.com. I love you, sis.
Yes,
I hope you know how YouTube go. I hope that she don't hate me now. I'm just people be making up shit now.
Tell me about it. Ooh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we was now. Okay, so I listen.
It's all good, baby. Breathe. It's all right. What's up, babe?
Okay, so my son. Now I was just telling him maybe a week or two ago. I told him, I said, son, you possibly will not like me when you get older, but usually I don't speak like that. Like Miss Pink.com to speak life into your kids. So
Right.
that's what I do. That's and I man. His birthday was Wednesday, and he asked me, "Can I buy him a $300 game?"
So I said, huh? $300? Wait a minute. Wait. So a little bit about me. I'm from Philadelphia, but I live now in South Carolina. I
Mm-hmm.
had an ex-boyfriend that was abusive, tried to severely hurt us. And, I had to get away out of there and came to South Carolina, you know.
Okay.
So,
I'm sorry. I'm
don't,
sorry to hear that, baby. By the way, but you're a survivor, and you always know that
yeah,
you're a survivor, mama.
yeah, man,
I
it
know,
get,
baby.
it's,
It get deep.
oh man, I got very bad anxiety and it makes me stutter. So
It's okay.
I try to go slow as far as my talking. Now, like I said, with the $300 game. So I told him, I said, all right, I'll get you the game if you learn all 50 states and know how to spell them. Tell me,
Ooh, that was a good one. Okay.
tell me what time zone are we in? Eastern Standard or Pacific?
Okay.
He came back 2 days later and said, Mom, can you test me? I think I know all of the states. And
Ooh.
I said, it don't go like that. I said, I would do like unexpected testing, like like a pop quiz.
Yeah, right. I know what you're talking about.
Like,
Hmm.
like
Did he did
don't,
but let
don't
me
tell me,
did he end up popping you is what I want.
oh my
Was
lord,
you
thank
want to
you,
did he come and get you? He came and get you, huh?
thank you.
Did he come to get you?
I
That's
could
what I
not
want to know.
believe that. I could not believe it.
That's
I
your child
couldn't
though,
believe
baby.
it.
That's your child. Of course he went I'm sure he went to sit down and he hit you with it, right?
Oh man,
Uh-huh.
oh
Uh-huh.
man. I'm just sitting here thinking like, gee, this boy, he makes me proud. He is what I'm living for.
Yeah.
He is what I'm living for. He was acting crazy, and I had to tell him off a couple of times a month ago. And I was just telling him, I mean, I like to keep it real and tell the truth. Like I just, yeah. But I was telling him like, you have to, I'm here for you. You can't be treating me like trash. Like
Right.
I have a lot going on in my life, and I really don't, need you acting crazy on me.
Yeah.
So, I was just telling him that, and he, other than that, he is perfect. But I was telling him earlier,
He's human though, baby.
I
He's
am,
human.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
human.
You know what? My therapist tells me I have to remember that he has feelings too.
Yes, he does. And his feelings are not your feelings, and your feelings are not his feelings, and his perception is not your perception.
True.
It took me years to real I'm telling you this from mother to mother, and I'm still getting it over time.
Wow.
And it's a difficult reality to realize, but you'll move past that and you'll be a better mother. It wasn't that you were a bad mother.
Oh
That's why I
no.
try to tell us,
I just feel horrible, horrible.
don't feel, don't, not,
Relationship
uh-uh.
for so long, and he had to be hurt for me to finally leave after 6 years.
Yes, he was hurt. And he probably still is hurt, but he'll grow. He'll grow through that. My daughter is still hurt, and me and her father haven't been together and got girl, what, 2006, and we weren't together even then. That's just based on what she remembers in her mind when I got the divorce papers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That goes down, baby girl, to perception. And what my experience, even though I thought I was hiding the abuse, she retained even the few little incidents that I thought I protected her from. Because she either heard my mama talk about it,
Mm.
or
Oh,
I went to try to hide her and,
yes,
hide her somewhere. And they
yes.
remember that.
And they, even when you think they are not listening, they are listening. They are listening.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. They can hear, they got ears that can hear miles away, but they're your children. They can hear you even when you're not saying nothing.
Right. And I
They're
feel
watching everything you do. Kids don't do what you tell them to do. They do what they see you do.
exactly. That's why right now, I'm just getting everything on track, and it's hard, being
Yeah.
without family, like, just babysitters, I don't trust anyone, and
Mhm.
schools, and this is a whole different a culture shock, a culture change for us. I
Yeah.
never lived outside of Philadelphia in my life until now. But one thing I can tell you, Nicole,
Yeah, baby.
I am so grateful and happy I did this.
I'm
Like,
proud of you. I tried to tell you that on Pinks, but my something was wrong with the system. It was on my end, and y'all couldn't hear me. I
yeah,
remember you now.
I just think like the Lord has blessed me. He know I'm trying to get everything together, and raise the boy, without a father, and that's another thing that I fear.
You
Of
just
him.
raise him. You raise him with the Heavenly Father.
Yeah,
And if
yeah,
if you can find someone that's in the school, like a coach or something,
mhm,
or whatever, that can provide, male advice, or that can be a mentor to him, there's nothing wrong with that. But you make sure you research and do a background check and all that.
and I don't keep him out of home, yes, because I would try to keep him out of the house, just away from all of the drama and everything. So yeah, and right after we left, his school called me about 2 weeks later and said his teacher said, "Where is Quanair?" And I said, "Hey, Mr. Dell, he's right here." He said, "Do you know that your child was the only child out of 7 districts to get perfect scores on each subject?"
Mm.
The news was at the school for him. The news, he got that they sent him all kind of trophies and medals. Oh my goodness, that boy! I'm so happy that I got myself together to
Well,
raise.
but you enjoy that though, and bask in that. Those are those are blessings, and give thanks to the Heavenly Father for that, my sister. You know what
all
I'm
the
saying?
all the time.
Enjoy it. And then, but you hold on to that, and you use your strength to help you get to the next level, and the next level, and the next level. Because there's challenges. There's
Hmm.
always gonna be challenges. You always gonna learn. God gonna help you get through your anxiety. I used to be where you were. I used to be there. I know how it
Yeah.
feels. The being in therapy, sometimes confused, and you want to
Oh,
do everything right. And
I
you're
had
afraid. You don't want nobody to come to your house because you can't trust them, and you might end up being rude to somebody that could have helped. You're confused because you're trying to figure out to settle to your foundation. Trust in the
I
Heavenly Father.
everything. I had to leave everything, Nicole. Everything,
I
everything.
understand, baby.
I came here with a duffel bag,
Yeah.
just a duffel bag. And everything that I have right now, the Lord has been blessing me. The Lord has been blessing me. We got baptized right before the Rona hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, man, I will never be doing this good in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Material wise, I would, but as far as my strength, the power with not being weak anymore,
Right.
I everything that I accomplished here, I would never ever accomplish everything I did here in Philadelphia.
It was time for you to move on, baby. It was time for you to move on and for, for your son. You're a great mother. And know that. Don't let no devil in hell tell you that you're not and that you are loved. I know we don't know each other, but we have a sisterhood. We have
Hmm.
experienced a lot of the same things. And I tried out, I'm glad that God, because I worried about that and I cried. I said, darn, they couldn't hear me. I didn't want Pink to think that I was trying to come on there for attention or something. It was nothing but on my side. Y'all couldn't hear me or nothing. I just wanted to speak uh the word of the Father and to all of you sisters that was, on the panel, you
Yeah,
know. When you get, I was in a very volatile, very, and my daughter is about to be 18 in a few days, and a lot of those memories have rushed back. Even though this has been a very happy month,
yeah.
it's been a very emotional month.
Hmm.
But I made it though. I'm
You made
still here, sis. They
the
said I was supposed to die. And I remember that my ex would try to on the would try to push me out the car while the car was running, while he was driving. I don't even still know how this day how he was that strong to push me out and I'm on the passenger side and
right
still drive at the
and
same time.
open the door and then
Right.
push.
Open the door and
Wow.
how my head missed the side of the, you know what I'm saying, and that I didn't get decapitated from and
Oh,
bobbing and weaving out of traffic.
right.
You know what
Oh,
I'm saying? So you
sorry.
look at every walk that you've been through, every hit, every punch, every verbal assassination that
Everything
God
I
has
really made.
carried you. See, God, and I want you to speak to yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror, baby girl. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because I did the same thing that you did with my oldest daughter and said, she perfect. Because I don't want him, your son, to make just even a human mistake and then you just crumble. Because I did that. Oh my God, she got a C. I fell apart because she
Oh
had a C.
man, that would be me. That all the
Because they wanted, but guess what? It turned out to be a mistake. They mixed up the wrong paper, but what if she didn't get a C? She's still perfect to me in my eyes.
time. Yeah.
You
Mhm.
know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get off the get off. You know when they say press the gas, get off the gas with him. Sit with your son and just kick it with him. Be a friend a little bit because when you go through domestic violence, let him talk to you. Not all this therapy session stuff. Those are good and healthy too. But sit and just have a hey, look, I'm not your mom today. Hey, we just chilling. What's up? Tell me everything and be willing to receive everything that he has to say to you.
Okay.
Because me and you can be in the same room, baby girl, right?
Mhm.
Me and you can be in the same room and somebody can come in doing a performance, right?
Uh-huh.
And me and you gonna still, we gonna know somebody came in the room. Me and you was both sitting in the room, right? We'll clarify that. Me and you both was sitting in the room. You was sitting on the right, I was sitting on the left.
Mhm.
But And we see the same exact dancers spinning around, clapping and everything. We both had a great time. But when we go to write down what we seen and visualize, it's still going to be different because my perception is not your perception. Your son's
Right.
perception is not your perception. And don't let anybody ever make you feel guilty. And that's what I did to my kids. I really thought that I hid the abuse from the two, even though the ones were younger, because I have four daughters.
Mm-hmm.
But I hid it from them. Nope. It was one time that my daughter, and she was what, I think 4 years old, she remembered that. Snapshots in her brain. She seen her daddy choke me into unconsciousness. You
Mm-hmm.
know? And it did something to her.
Mm.
Even though she was four. You would be like, ain't no 4-year-old gonna remember nothing like that. Because I
Right.
protected her, right? I had her in baby gap, right? I had her with she was in the church every day. But
Mm-hmm.
that was the thing that hurt her spirit the most. And by me denying, saying I protected you from that, you ain't see that. Because I
Right.
because my perception was different than what her reflect. Girl, don't get me preaching. What her reflection was.
I'm here for it.
You know
I'm
what
here
I'm
for
saying?
Yeah.
But go ahead,
And
baby.
children do they they process things differently.
Right.
They process things differently. And he I hate makeup. I don't like makeup. I don't like it. I don't know how to do it. But when I would get the bruises, I gotta put on the when he would come home. Oh, I have a face full of makeup just because I don't want to him to ask me, Mom, what happened to your lip? Mom,
But you know they seen through it. I bet you if you ask him.
huh?
They seen it. See, because the kids, they know your body better. You know what? This one my daughters told me. She said, Mama, I know your body. She said, and I said, Girl, you don't know my body. She said, Yes, she said, I grew inside you. I know what
Oh,
my mama look like. I know when something is wrong with my mama's hands and feet, and if my mom is swollen, just because you taught me to stay in my place.
mm-hmm.
And I already know that you feel unattractive, and then I come in and tell you, Mama, your lips is lopsided. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they just they trying to be as respectful as they can. You know what
And
I'm saying?
it's not even about respectful because I was telling my kids are just so honest. They tell the truth.
They do.
To a certain place. But kids is just, and my son is just in that honesty stage. Like, but, and what you said was key because that's the one thing that I haven't did with my son. It's like, sit down and talk, like, our problems and,
Hmm.
just talk to me. Talk to me
Yeah,
what
just
you
give him, yeah, let him tell you, yeah, a free space, no judgment. But I'm gonna tell you something, when he open up, that it's gonna hurt. It was hard for me to sit there and imagine you got one. I had to hear it from four.
Mm, wow.
Because I thought I got better after I got rid of all them. And nope, no, I didn't. I thought I had it all right. No, I didn't.
It's a
I
process.
I, I continued to learn.
It's a process.
Hmm.
It's definitely a process. It's definitely a process.
Yeah.
But South Carolina has been good to me. I know 2020 has been bad for a lot of people, but it's
But
been
it
my
don't have to. But it don't have to be. That's not your. That's not your walk. You get what I'm saying?
well,
If
kind
it's
of.
been great, if it's been great for you and good for you, you own that and don't feel guilty.
Yeah, well, I I love world history. So I study a lot. I just research a lot about history and slavery, just a lot of things. World
Yeah,
history.
yeah.
So that's what I fill my brain with. Like I have to have this knowledge. Like, and I feel as though our history has been hijacked and written all over again. I feel like it's my job to tell my son where he
Say that
came
again,
from.
baby.
And I said that I
Say that
feel
again, baby
like
girl.
I can you hear me?
No, I had to go get a charger. One of my devices is dying. Can you repeat the last four bars?
Yeah, I was
Or
saying
what
that
I
I
sound like I'm in
love
a
history. And
mm-hmm.
I research a lot about history. I just love history, world history, everything like slavery, civil rights, and all of type of things. So yes, and I feel as though it's my job. And I said white people they have hijacked our history and just rewritten it.
Right.
So I feel as though it's my job to tell my son the
Yes.
truth about everything that's going on in the world and history, where he came from, and just all of that, things like that. So,
Right.
and
Right.
stop, like you said, I have to stop. Like I want to say I am. Would I say bossy? Well, I would say strict.
Mm-hmm.
Strict.
Hold
And,
on real quick, sis. We got a caller. Hold on, baby, real quick. Don't go nowhere.
okay,
Stay right here.
I'm
Tara
here.
calling in. Hold on. Hey, Tara. I ain't. Why you see? Just because you call that nigga 22, don't why? I don't want everybody to know I'm 40 years old all the time. We got girl. My you see why you got you see that's why I got you. I don't got you on speaker because you always dragging my kneecaps. That's all right. I'm gonna start dragging that you ain't got no hips. I see. I don't do that to you. Yeah. Oh well. Hey. Well, I got to be an eyewitness, don't I, to the accounts that I see. But anyway, this is Tara. We got a beautiful young lady that's new over on the channel that I went on Miss Pink Dot channel, and she's sharing a very beautiful story. You don't want to slide up in the in the chat? Well, you ain't Kaya. Well, you kind of did you smoke some weed?
All the time.
Oh well, then you could be Kai. Don't ask. I don't want to call you. Don't ask
Just
me.
the backwood.
What's your name, baby? Give me a nickname you want me to call you, Mama.
Who the hell? My baby mama.
Well, I love her name. Her name is Don't Ask Me Shit. I love it.
Okay.
And I want to tell you why that's my name.
Hi, girl.
Hey.
Hi.
we was listening to you. She said that you was on it. So
Y'all is too crazy.
yeah,
I just be trying to, I try to inform the community, that's all.
yeah. Can you hear her?
Yes, I can hear her clearly.
Okay, can you Tara, can you hear Don't Ask Miss It anything? Can you
Yes,
hear
I can, ma'am.
Okay, y'all can hear each other? Oh, okay.
Sounds beautifully.
All right. Everything is charging. All right, go ahead, baby.
Now, you can call me niece. Now, when I left Philadelphia, like I said, I hate the fact that my son had to physically get hurt for me to actually leave. Now, I did leave, and I was at my mom's house, and she got a new boyfriend or whatever, whatever. And I just wanted to stay for at least a day or two to figure out what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So that didn't happen. I bought a plane. I bought a train ticket, and we jumped on the plane to South Carolina. Now, my name is Don't Ask Me Shit because now I'm stable. I'm on my feet. I'm doing what I gotta do. Now the family they looking for me and they so worried and this and that and I really don't talk to my family too much because my who I came down here with was my cousin and I didn't even have a phone because we threw it against the wall. I just booked for train ticket and jumped on the train. Now
Right.
she was staying with her daughter's father, mom and dad. Now they said I could stay, till I get a job and get on my feet. Now my cousin, my ex boyfriend paid my cousin to tell him where we were. So he drove from Philly
Oh,
down to
wait. Hold on, baby. The one. Let me catch Tara up real quick. Tara. Okay, what she basically she is a survivor and she escaped an extremely physically, mentally, and an abusive situation. So she's sharing
Yeah, I'm trying to make it out.
yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah, she's shared her story, and I'm actually very thankful that she came to, but I played our recording earlier. I told you I loved it so much. And
Mhm.
she just started, it was we talked about so much stuff.
Oh, this
She
is
started sharing herself and everything. And look, baby, I'm gonna be your big sister. I'm a look, I ain't Jesus, but I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna help you get through this walk. Cause
I
me
get.
and Dora, we professionals, we been through it. I mean, like through the stages. I know where you at. Like she reminds me so much. What's your zodiac sign, baby girl, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm an Aquarius.
Okay. You gonna get up faster than I did.
No.
Yeah.
You think
She'll
so?
you strong. Shut up, Tar. Talking about no.
It's only just this last finger. Since last November. So I don't.
Bad dad, I gotta stop her. I
Yeah.
gotta stop her. Baby, listen.
I'm listening.
Listen. And I want you to take this from another Aquarius who has been through a lot.
Woo. Come through.
We are
I
Mm.
mean,
blessed.
very recent
Mm.
story. Similar, very
We
similar.
are
Just him.
listen, I ain't catch the story. I just got in here. I just called my sister on the phone, on her home phone at that.
Oh.
So I don't know what's going on, and I'm trying to hear it. It's a little, iffy, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to details coming through the line or whatever, because I can't really make out what you're saying. But I can tell you this: you're blessed.
Mhm.
You're a water sign. You
Mhm.
understand? You're a water sign surrounded with air.
That's right.
And all you got to do is move through it.
Yep.
Push forward. Put your sign, wear it on your forehead as your symbol for strength.
Mm.
You understand me? And you
Mm.
push through whatever you gonna make it through. But see what I just said to you?
Right.
Push through whatever you gonna make it through.
Right.
Because you gonna make it.
Through everything.
It can't get no lower than where we take it at.
Mhm.
You understand me?
Yes.
Stand firm in whatever you believe in and don't let nobody cross you up.
Mhm.
Because you know the truth, baby. It's in you.
Only you though. Only she know.
Mhm.
You're a sun. Just like that sun rise in the morning, you rise in the morning. When that sun set, you set. Be the symbol, be the light for everybody. And don't let these people break you, man. You are Aquarius, and I'm an Aquarius. February the 11th, baby, I'm telling you what I know. I have been through a lot. You have too, but you're going to make it. You're going to be okay. I'm telling you that. And that's from a sister to a sister. I love you. I don't even know you, but I love you, dog.
See?
I love y'all too, just for listening. Like I said,
And I want you to take my information too, and we can talk privately because I want to. It's something that I want to.
Something about her just touched me.
Yeah,
man.
no, I said she my baby. I that's what I tried to came on Miss Pink Dot, and I said I'm gonna take both y'all underneath my wing. But Pink Dot, she doing her thing. But I'm just saying as an intercessor. But when I heard the sound of the sound of your voice, I said that, yeah, she, people always been trying to get you out of your square and shake you up. And I could tell how you speak about your son because I said I've been there, and that's uh what me and her discussed. And I told her, I said, we'll find each other when the time is right. But I don't
Mhm.
know if you heard me when I said that on Miss Pink Dot channel, because my when I got on there, y'all couldn't hear nothing that I was saying,
Right.
and
It
I'm
must
an intercessor to pray for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not like I'm this super person or nothing like that. Me
All
and my
praises
sister
be to
Tara,
Yahweh. Yeah.
we pray for each other. That's how we get through the
That's the
things that
name
we
of the
get through.
Father.
The thing
Hallelujah.
is, I feel all of the blessings the Lord is sending me. I literally feel them. I feel them. Like I feel the it's all around me, just all around me, and it's oh child, I
And I
can't.
don't want you to, and see, this is what I don't want for you, because I can kind of, and if I'm wrong, say not rebuke you in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. I don't want you to feel guilty about you rejoicing in your change.
Mhm.
Because remember what I told you, right? Your perception is different from my perception, but we can still agree, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is
Mhm.
your time to be to have joy. You free. Ain't nothing like being free,
Yes.
even though they want to hold you down.
Oh my gosh, I'm outside. I'm walking the. Oh my. Oh, it was
You
just.
free. You
I
free, baby. You free, baby girl. You free.
yeah, I can do
You not
things.
caged no. You not caged no more.
You're going through a lot,
I
and
take
you're
him
going through
around
a
the
lot,
She
and it's
is.
heavy on her.
last
Yep.
we played. He
It's
hugged
heavy
me.
on her. I hear
You
it in
can
her
hear it in
voice.
her voice. Yep.
Normal things like it's still hard to
And you
believe.
want to
Yeah.
express it, but that thing so bottled up.
It's so much. But
And
I
you
hear it in the I hear it in the wiggle of your tone.
like I just get you know I just need to laugh to keep from crying.
Yeah.
So
And if you need to cry, cry.
in verses today, I just don't know why the last two songs with Dionne Warwick came out. I just couldn't control myself.
Yeah. Yeah. I went through and of the one of the reasons why, and I don't want anybody to think that I think that I'm better than anybody. One of the reasons why I have the knowledge that I do have is my daddy was a domestic violence DUI court counselor for the city of Las Vegas, Nevada, and as well as North.
Bad over there in Nevada. Ooh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Abuse one of the baddest states for abuse and drunk driving and stuff like that. But I would sit and listening to the counseling sessions, right, baby girl?
Uh-huh.
And I hit it. I hit it. And it broke my daddy just temporarily
Mm.
that his daughter, one of the number one African American court counselor's daughter, was getting her face beat in by a
What?
drug addict. So I had to hide it. And my
Oh,
dad was angry and
no.
frustrated
Turn up
because
38 times 6
mhm, I hid it because I didn't want to I didn't want my daddy to be ashamed.
Yeah.
That because he's supposed to be one of the best counselors, right? They
Oh,
trained him. They gave him an extra $40,000 a year and
Turn up
and
59.
and 30,000 to take the family on a vacation. But
woo.
your daughter getting her ass whooped. How, he didn't. That was hard for him. But we moved past that though too, and that's
Okay.
actually the first time that's the first time I actually admit that online. But that's the truth.
Can I ask you a question about that?
Yeah,
So in the household, you had your mom and your dad?
I was actually. It gets even deeper. I was adopted,
Oh wow.
and I
But
didn't find out that I was adopted until the age of 18. That's what brought me to YouTube.
oh no.
No, don't no, girl. My story. I'm a walking, talking miracle.
Yeah, because truthfully, I think to myself sometimes, should I rather be adopted out than go through the childhood that I had? Shucks.
Well, but that's your story, and accept it and move and let Tara. I'm gonna step away for a second because I just gotta go make sure lock the door because we don't want We don't want no niggas trying to kick in the door. You know what I'm saying?
And
Can
I
you
said, "Brother,
can
they
you
will
hear her, Tara? Can you hear
woo."
her?
I really can't. I'm hearing some of it. I'm just trying to be attentive at this point so I can hear as much as I can hear. So
Baby girl,
when she get ready
Yeah,
to
let me ask you
finish
something.
speaking,
Hold on real quick.
I
I'm
can
about
get
to
my
turn my
I want you to can you call in?
yeah. Let
You
me
can
see.
put you can stay on the screen.
let
You
me
can
see if I
just
can go on stream now. Hold on.
no, because she does sound faint, but you might
Is the
can be
link
able to
on?
hear. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you do that. You stay right there, baby. Tara, come on StreamYards and see how that go.
Oh, I
And
have to
you,
have my headphone, right?
yeah, but I mean, it ain't a big deal long as you ain't got nothing, no feedback in the background. What's up? There go GOA music, the goat.
Hey, GOA.
I want. Did you see? Did you like how I stalked your Instagram with your foreign self? And no, that doesn't mean I want to marry you. People be getting too emotional. Oh Lord, she trying to have sex with everybody that come on the channel. No, it's called loving your people. Man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
no, they just take things and flip it and turn it into evil and dirt and disgust. You know,
God.
yeah. You remind me so much, even though I don't know you, baby. Your spirit reminds me of where I where I used to
Just
be.
please drop the stream on
Oh,
stage.
the link.
Please on stage.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, mama. No. My bad, baby. I got you.
Thank you.
I'm trying to sound all professional. You are not white, okay? You ain't here trying to drag me talking about you online where knees ain't hurting.
You gotta know when to turn it on and turn it off. Gotta know when to use it.
Hey, gotta know
Thank
when
you,
to
guys.
hold them, know
Mm-hmm.
when to fold them, and know when to do what, baby? Walk away or run.
And that's what I did. States away from home.
No, this is, but you know what? This month is this year's transition. This is
Hmm.
a transitioning year, a year of clarification,
It
a
is.
year of acceptance and accountability.
Uh-huh.
And you rejoice in your acceptance, your freedom, and your accountability. But I gave you some homework, and I want you to do that with that baby, that
Oh,
young that young man, that young
I
man in training.
because
And
I tell them off before bed.
and she can tell you better than I can because she raised boys. I raised girls. But
Yeah.
boys really need straightforward honesty. And you're not a man, so don't ever feel guilty about that. Just be his mother and his friend.
Yeah, because I say that's why a lot of these men are messed up. Like I vow to myself to never ever bring another man around my son ever. Like I told you I like history and I do a lot of researching and
Yeah.
so I stumbled across something on Reddit and a young lady was saying that the why the reason why men beat on girls sometimes is because they seen their mom,
Yes, that's
bringing
true.
it in and out the house,
Hmm.
and then that makes them think that well, if my mom was a hoe, what makes me think that my girlfriend not gonna be a hoe?
Right.
So
Hmm.
that's just
It's
how.
about breaking. It's about breaking generational
That's,
curses. That's why
and
it's about
and
accountability, responsibility. But you have to accept to have accountability. You know what I'm saying? To deal with your own reality.
and I can truthfully, honestly say that I did learn one thing from this sector, which was what did you just say?
eh, you got to realize what you have to before you
Oh,
can take
generational curses.
accountability. You have to deal with your reality, your
Right.
facts, the facts of your life,
Mhm.
not the perception, not the what the abuser said, not even because even when you get abused or whatever, sometimes a lot, not sometimes, a lot of times we start believing that and speaking that demonic thing in you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's a lot. People think that a dude got to stump you into the ground, but he
Mhm.
can verbally have his, you know what I'm saying? The
And
things that he
mentally,
is.
Y'all came
right.
in on this conversation earlier.
No, you came in at the right time, baby. You can't get in.
No, I'm just trying to. I'm trying to fathom everything y'all talking about right now, and it's like I wish I caught it from the beginning. But go ahead, it's so good. But go ahead.
I'm trying to see how I can get her to be louder, baby, so you can hear. I put the link in there. Click the link, Tara.
I'm on here,
You
right?
can click the.
She gonna try.
I'm gonna enter now. Hold on.
Okay.
Enter it.
All right.
Some kind
Yeah,
of way.
I never heard of the generational curses until.
Girl, shut up. You is not on. And she talking about, hey, y'all. She ain't even.
Y'all ain't gonna get nothing in this. So don't get your hopes all high.
All right, Tara, turn the background, sis. All right. Hang up on the call-in line, babe. I mean, on my house phone. We got audio feedback, and turn the TV down in the background. And if you can don't say no, yes, ma'am, like I'm telling you what to do. And go get your earphones if you can. How about yes, ma'am? She funny. Okay. All right. That's the call-in line. That's still up and available. Let me say that. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Go ahead, baby girl.
What was I saying? Oh,
Yep,
the
you were saying
generational
everything.
curses. I never really heard of it until I got to the sector, and then I started doing, doing some
There you
research.
go.
Hey,
There goes
she
my
ain't.
phone. Let me unmute her real quick. Hold on. No, hold that thought, mama. I'm
All right.
sorry. I get anxious too. I still got a little. Well, I'm always gonna have a little nervous tick. Okay, she gonna get it. She gonna get it together. You hold it down for me, Miss Ed. I have to run to the restroom real quick. But go ahead and tell your story. Tara can hear you.
Okay. Ty, you there?
She there. She just on mute. She getting her headphones and stuff. Just talk.
Yeah,
I'll
the
be right back.
generational curses. I started doing some research and things on that, and yeah, I feel as though I need to break the generational curse on mom's and dad's side. Ooh, both sides wasn't ish, but whatever. I feel as though I went through what I went through to to make me stronger and to make me do what I needed to do for my child and take him out of harm's way. So, yeah. But the crazy thing is like he's okay with being away from home because like I was telling Nicole earlier, I I used to keep him away from the house because of all the drama that was going on. So he just happy to be with me now. He just happy he could tag along with me. He could go with me everywhere I go. We laid up in here on this bed on Wednesday and we watched Beetlejuice and we watched Brady Bunch and we just laughed and laughed and laughed and it just feel good to do things like that with him now. But yeah, Nicole was telling me I need to consider his feelings because I am the type of mother. Listen, do what I say and not as I do. But I don't really do too much here in South Carolina because I don't know anybody. So I got a job. I caught the virus. Well, we caught the virus, and I was in the place for 2 months, and then I got my own place. I'm so blessed to have what I have right now.
I'm so happy for you, baby. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I'm so happy for you.
I am too. I'm proud of myself. I really am.
I'm proud of you too.
I really am. I always had a man taking care of me. Ever, I never took care of myself. It was always their money. Like, and my ex boyfriend, every time he beat my ass, a bag of money came after that, and that
Right.
taught me not to. Like, I'm not as materialistic as I used to be.
It
I'm
make you learn, don't it?
grateful because me losing everything, like it hurt. Like, but
It's
now
about to turn into a church service, honey. Cause
I'm okay
see,
with it.
God sent you over here because Tara,
Woo.
Tara,
Yeah,
you
I'm
there,
here.
baby?
Yes,
Girl, you don't
ma'am.
know.
I'm
You
here.
preaching to the choir, baby.
Loud and clear, girl.
Am I?
Okay, and she sound good too. All right, let me mute myself and y'all go ahead and talk
Mm-hmm.
so I can make the sound
I'm,
better for everybody else. Go ahead, y'all.
I'm listening. I'm
Okay.
listening. I'm listening. I just want to hear this. And the reason I don't want to cut you off. I don't want to cut you off. What's her name again? I'm so sorry. What's your name again?
You can call me niche.
Mimi. What's her name again?
Niche.
Niche.
Yep.
Niche.
Okay.
Call her niche.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. 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 I got it now. Okay. Sorry, you
Alright.
guys in the chat. Y'all just work with me. Um, y'all know I just came in. I do apologize. I'm trying to catch up with everything that was going on. But niche,
Yes.
what if you don't mind? I'm not trying to like step in and step on any toes or anything like that and cut you guys off and come in and talk about something I don't want to. I mean that I'm not sure of the topic. So I just want to sit back for another couple minutes and just like listen to what you got to say because it seems like you're really going into an avenue that everybody needs to hear. And it's a lot of women out here going through what you're going through or have been in a situation that
Yeah.
you're in. And a lot of them aren't talking about it or afraid to talk about it. So in the
Mm,
meantime, I want to congratulate you for having the strength to come out and step out of that circle of that type of environment and those type of people and that type of mindset to be able to speak your mind today on this open platform and say what you have to say. And I want to congratulate you for coming out of post-traumatic stress disorder as relationship. In other words.
Right.
So,
Her track,
you know what I
she
mean?
going
I'm
through
gonna let you go ahead and do what you got to
something
do,
that
babe.
her story sounds y'all very
I got it.
similar.
I
Y'all,
got it, sis. I
you got
got
that?
her.
All right.
That's my baby
Okay.
right there. I done took her in.
Oh, so, okay, because I got a lot of kids, but I gotta, I gotta,
But your experience is a bit
I gotta
different.
bless, bless it with the blessed oil, and
And it's crazy
and all
even
that.
for clearances. It might be meant for me to come in on this
No,
conversation because I
yeah,
didn't even know you was live.
yeah, yeah.
But
But
go
go
ahead,
ahead, baby
Nisha. I
girl.
just want to listen to you for a little while. I'm so sorry. I'm enjoying your truth, girl. I'm really enjoying your truth.
yes.
Hmm.
My heart just started beating so fast, and then I look around like, it's, yeah, I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that.
Hmm. You're so welcome.
Yeah, and man, listen, I, it. I can't believe I did that for six years, 6 whole years. But the first
Mm.
two years was okay, and then that's when the
Oh,
drama started. He
confirmation.
started working at a club. He was a bouncer. He she was drinking and drugs at the bar or whatever. So after all that, that's when the drama came. So I like I said, I I'm just grateful. Like it's like I feel like everything is just working out. Like he, first of all, last July. So we was in the market and I got a compliment on my hair, and it was individuals. And I woke up the next day with the braids on my chest and the note saying, "Bitch, you think you cute."
Mm-mm-mm.
Cut all of my hair off. All of my hair. I was
And we think
devastated.
we got it bad.
I was devastated.
Mm.
Now, now I never my hair is back to my shoulders after a year. I got 9 inches in my hair, my real
Mm.
hair, my hair. It was longer than
A
nine
year of
inches, but
freedom.
oh man,
Mhm.
and it's like it came back and it's natural, it's curly. Like I didn't even know my hair was curly. I didn't even know
Mm.
my hair was curly. But yeah, it's just
Yeah,
and it gets worse than that. But that them type of
that's
details I
crazy.
can't. So like I said, everything like I was working at a hotel. I had a job, and
I'm
I
here,
really
baby.
the unemployment is everything. I just can't believe some of the things that I'm doing by myself that I accumulated on my own, and that I can buy my son a $300 or $400 game if that's what he wants, because he deserves it.
Right.
He has been wonderful through this. He has been wonderful. Like the people at the place loved him. He saw this, he saw that, and he got he got he got really thick glasses. His glasses are so thick, but he's so handsome. And I tell him every day. Like when I was younger, my mom never told me that she loved me. My mom never
Oh.
gave me hugs. My mom never told me that I was beautiful. That I was beautiful, which is why I ran into the hands of men that didn't value me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Let me ask you a question, sis. You
uh-huh.
said that his what he has does he have astigmatism in his eyes?
What that mean?
That means that the when because you said he
The
has
nigga can't see
glasses, that you
when
said his
he in light.
glasses were thick.
Well, when he was younger, before he got his glasses, he didn't wear
Oh,
glasses
me.
until 4 years old. I used to always catch him sitting straight in front of the TV, like straight in front of the TV, and
Don't
I
make yourself feel
back up,
guilty
back up,
about that
back
now.
up,
Oh
back up,
Lord, she gonna be.
back up. So I think that's farsighted, I guess.
Okay, well, I can, what you do is when you order him, all you have to do is get him
Me,
poly
let's see what
lenses,
he like.
and it will cut because my glasses are supposed to be really thick. I mean
Uh-huh.
my prescription, but I get poly lenses, and it cuts the thickness of the lens in half,
Mm.
so they don't look like Coke bottles.
Uh-huh. Because he came home from
Mm.
school last and was like, Mom, who's Steve Urkel? I said, a very handsome man. Why, who called you
Oh.
Urkel? Who called you Urkel? Yeah,
And you know
Man,
what? And you know what too? I got reached out by a
come
company
on,
that
man.
want me to do a thing for a video wearing the glasses, like do basically a review, and I'll be able to get a discount link
yeah.
for as well as lenses, because
Right.
that's why my
You know,
glasses are so
um,
expensive. Yeah.
with my insurance that I have at the moment, it don't
They don't
cover.
pay for cutting. No, that because they'll call it cosmetic. That's
Yeah.
out of. It's been out of pocket all my life. So yeah, yeah. But
So,
we
and
can work.
when
We can work on. We can
No,
he
work
got
on
to
that. You should ask
home,
him. Do he want the game? Would he prefer the game or would he prefer them new lenses and frames?
Man, listen, when I say I've been looking for this game everywhere, I've been looking for this game everywhere. I went to three Walmarts yesterday. I'm on Amazon, eBay. Where else I was at? But that game is in popular demand, and no stores had it. I went to a Best Buy, and I was even where the game was $2.99 everywhere else, and I was willing to pay $3.99.
You
Just to
must want the roller. What is it? The roller buck or that game?
it's
That-
a Nintendo Switch.
That's what Cheyenne, my baby girl, want. He probably playing that roller buck or however you pronounce it. That game.
Fortnite
Yeah,
is really like,
called a
and them
roller
Roblox,
buck or
all
something.
that, the Robux and the Roblox and yeah,
Yeah, that. Yep, that's why they want it. Hmm.
Roblox. Yeah.
And they can build their own universe and houses
Mhm.
and all this other stuff in it. Yeah, my baby girl plays that, and the game is expensive.
It is.
It's very
It
expensive. Hmm.
is. It is. But like I said, he really deserved it, and I haven't been, able to buy him what he wants. And another thing is, since we been in South Carolina, when we were, like I said, he drove to South Carolina, and like I said, he paid my cousin to tell him where we at. Now my cousin is also my best friend, well was. So he went. I don't think it was like malicious. I think that he probably was like, "Oh, Dad, I know they don't have no money, and I just want to give him some money." She gave him the address. He came, beat me up in them people's house, messed up their stuff, and they told us we had to go. So
Mm-mm-mm.
that's where we ended up, where we were, and then I just we met a couple. And when I say this couple, they, it's just, I'm just saying, God is working on me. Because everything that I read into
Yes,
is
love you.
just a lesson here. Like they brought my son three pairs of sneakers because it started off with a haircut. He has like a really the kid play box cut. The kid, he has and he has curly hair. And when we was at the place, I wasn't able to do his haircut, and that was kind of devastating to me. Like I never not been able to get my child haircut if he wanted his haircut. I ain't never been able to not get my child if he want a pair of sneakers to get them some sneakers. But
Yeah,
that was the situation at the moment. Everything worked out, and one of the ladies that worked at the place, she heard him, and I was just sitting down talking to him like I call him Woo Woo. I said, Woo Woo, if I had it, I would do it. But soon I'm already looking for a job, and I got you. And one of the ladies, Miss Lois, she had a barber friend, and I guess she told them about us, and she told me to take him to the barber shop. Of course, we got lost, but he got there, and after that, they just fell in love with my son. Like uh, that happened 4 days before Christmas, and they asked him, the guy that was cutting his hair, the couple, he asked me, he said, "Is it okay if I buy him a pair of sneakers?" And look, both of our eyes lit up. Like people in the South is just
Mm.
not like up north. Like I am very, very aggressive, and I being here, I don't have to be like that. And then like another thing, like I fought every last boyfriend in my life. Like every boyfriend that I had, I fought them. So
yeah,
it's nothing a woman can do with me, okay? Because I can take a punch. But anyway,
right.
yeah, I said yeah. They asked him what kind of sneakers he wanted. They got him some Harachis. They had a big
Oh
bag.
wow.
cheese,
All right, them,
three
Okay, them
those
some
are
expensive
expensive.
sneakers.
Cheese, two pair of Jordans, like three Nike sweatsuits. My son love basketball. And he's really good at that too. He that boy plays basketball. Ooh, child. But yeah, like I said, when they gave him all them clothes, his eyes was lit up, and I was just so happy because I couldn't do what he wanted, and it was just so heartwarming. It was just
It be the
that
little things that mean so much. Yeah.
that was the beginning of my new life in South Carolina. We went to church with them. We used to go to church with them every Sunday. They would show us around the city, take us out, to different
Okay, I
restaurants,
started to move them.
give us money. Like, and I'm if which I'm not sure which one of you is an Aquarius, but me, I feel as
Tara.
though I like,
Mm,
I had my ex boyfriend. He would, give me stuff and then take it away.
Mm.
So I still got this mentality, I'd rather suffer in peace than, open my mouth to ask somebody. I'm so
hallelujah.
sick of
You,
rejection
I'm
and I'm
like
sick
that too.
of
I'm
myself.
like that myself, so I know
Tara,
exactly where you're going and what you're
Tara is
talking
like that.
about with this.
Ask somebody for
Hmm.
anything. It's hard.
And
It's
it's
really
funny,
hard.
and it's funny that you called me out because
Oh, GOA's
my
a
story is the
Aquarius
one that's
too.
closer to yours than anything. The end one of us on this panel tonight. And it's
Hey,
funny, I was telling my sister, huh,
no, I'm
sis?
listening.
Oh, I
No,
thought sis
what
was
I
saying
said is
something.
GOA say he's a Cancer too. I mean, a
Wow.
Aquarius.
Aquarius,
You
Really?
are
welcome
y'all
aboard,
override
GOA.
me. Y'all gonna beat me later. Okay, go ahead, Tar.
I
But
don't
it's
want no
funny
trouble. I'm
because
getting no this out of me.
yeah, but no, I was just saying too, like, it's funny because I was just telling my sister Nicole that we needed to have a panel. I just told her this today.
Yeah.
I said we need to have a panel where there's women that comes on board that can discuss their post traumatic stress disorders from being in relationships because for some
Mhm.
reason people don't tend to think that type of thing exists. So I'm glad that you came on tonight and you spoke your version, you told your truth and you told your experiences and what you went through. And
I'm
it
just
I hope that it
realizing
opened the doors for a lot of people. Huh?
I'm holding it. I'm just realizing I need to get it out and hold it and not hold it
Yeah,
in. Last time I
yeah,
talked to you think about it, I woke up just so refreshed, just so
right.
refreshed, like just ready for the day, just
Happy,
ready for the
free.
day,
And
free.
see, listen, right? It's like I was saying, I feel like a lot of people can get something and take something home from this, even if they don't get nothing out of it. They can probably come on and put something in if they're not scared. But anyway, the whole thing of it is with me, I'm going to add something to the situation and to the
Mm-hmm.
subject, and I can relate to what you're talking about, and I can deeply and wholeheartedly relate to what you're talking about because I'm a long-term relationship girl myself. I was in a
Yeah.
13-year relationship with a physical abuser. And I never knew when I got out that relationship from being in it that gaslighting existed, manipulation existed. I never knew
Oh,
these things existed. So when I
but
got
soon as
out of that
he
relationship,
was love
I
you.
jumped into a relationship. Nietzsche, you hear what I say?
Yes, I'm listening.
I got I got out of a relationship where it was a physical one, not understanding what I was even in because I got in it when I was 22. I got out when I was 33.
Mm,
You see what I'm saying? So at the end of
mm,
the day, not understanding that what I was in and having nobody to teach me while in it, because my grandma passed away when I was just turning 18, and that's all I had. So the
mm.
streets pretty much showed me how
Right.
to relate to people. I ended up meeting a guy 10 years older than me, straight out of prison. fresh on parole. If he stump his toe, cough, or anything, he right back in. I kept this nigga out for 10. I kept him out for 10 years. Me,
Wow.
I did that. I supported that man for 10 years.
Well, hold on. Did you hear what
Went
she said?
on, went on, went on
She said
3 years
she
after
kept him
that.
out.
Darn right. Supporting him and being everything he ever needed before he left and when he got home. You understand? Taking the
Mm,
weight for everybody else that ever let him down and didn't believe in him. When it got to the point he couldn't look himself in the face. I'm from the South. The first thing we are taught, when you can't deal with something, you turn to the Father with it. You let it go
mm,
free. You take it out to that beach. You take it out to that beach and you wash it down and you let it go free. That salt water gonna heal anything. I took that nigga to the beach. I sat up there. I prayed for this nigga. I asked the Father to enlighten this nigga, give him the guidance, the
huh.
sureties, the upliftment, the uplift to uplift him like I was uplifted and give him enlightenment. Enlightenment, god dang, I can't even talk today because this thing's so serious. But I'm gonna tell y'all to
I get it. I
enlighten
get
him the way that I was enlightened by the Father. And guess what happened? He did all those things.
it.
But what I did not know was the things that we speak out our mouths can sometimes be our detriment.
Mm,
So in the process of me healing this man, he was tearing me down. I went
mm.
on to deal with this man for 3 more years after being in a long-term 10-year dramatic, abusive, getting back broke, rods and screws, helicopters flying ass relationship.
Mm.
You understand me? Got out of that relationship. I gave him 3 more years in. I gave him 1 year to get right. Another year to fix the shit that he didn't, that he claimed he was gonna get right and still fucked up and didn't get right.
Mm.
And the last year, I said, listen, after trying to support all this crap that he done went through, it done got too heavy for me. I can't take it no more. I can't do it no more. I cannot support a grown man. I can't carry him. His spirit was too heavy and
Mhm.
it was too, and not even just the heaviness of it physically. Spiritually, it was his spirit was heavy. And I couldn't tote it. So at the end of the day, I goes to his mama house to relinquish all of his goods
Mm.
and go on about my life. And
Eviction.
this lady, after being with this man for this long, this lady sits in my face and says to me, well, I seen the baby today. And I say to her, what baby? Because mind you, I done been in a 13-year relationship with with a man who I done took care. I done took care of him, accepted all his kids and kids stuck and kids and he had children my age because he's 10 years older than me.
Oh.
Started coming to my house. His son tried to date me. One of his sons I watched from a child come up because my brother dated his cousin, not ever knowing this was his goddamn son that was being raised by my sister's best friend
Ooh.
and her husband. You understand? And I knew this boy's mother, never knowing who his father was. I knew his biological mother, even though he wasn't being raised by her, never knowing who his father was, and turning out to be that I'd be dating his father some years later. And he got to now start calling me stepmother.
Mm.
I accepted a lot of crap from that man. Went on to his mama house to be spit to have not her physically spit in my face, but him to spit in my face through her by telling me he got a 5-year-old son that I never knew about. After giving him all my life, my time, and everything else, my body, my spirit, my everything, my culture, my religion, my
Mm.
beliefs, this man tore me down.
Mm.
And when I
Mm.
say down, I mean down with a big ass D and a small N.
How long have you been out of that relationship?
Hold on now. I'm getting there. Now, mind you, after getting out of it, because shortly after I found out about that son, I said I couldn't do this and I fired off. Left that cat. Still tried to support him while being in another relationship that I had done got in about 8 months later, almost a year later, trying to support this cat even in that relationship. That's where the last year went. Paying 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 storage for the stuff that we had them put in storage before I took the rest of this junk to his mama's house. Because you can only take so much to somebody's house. So I had to end up getting a storage. Now I'm living way in Orlando with a whole nother cat, still trying to support this cat back in jail in South Florida State Pen, and all our responsibilities in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Okay? So at the end of the day, I looked this cat in the eyes that I was with, that cared about me and I cared about. And I said to him, you know what I'm doing? I'm paying this storage. I don't think I can carry this thing no more. He supported me while doing it, while also telling me, no, don't do it. But at the end of the day, you know, us women, we kind of stubborn. So when we say we going to do something and we started something before we got into something, we're going to continue it even while in it until we learn better. So I wisened up and I stopped paying it. It put a damper on my relationship, but it was never apparent that it put a damper on my relationship because it was never said. However, I went on to be in a relationship that became not only financially strapping, but here we go, mentally and psychologically abusive. I'm no longer getting, I no longer got to worry about being scared up by a man if he gonna put his hands on me or not. Because no, we didn't fight every day. No, we didn't fight all the time. But when we did, it was vicious. And it was enough to scare a woman into not fighting all the time and to be there every day. So when y'all wonder why a woman don't leave, it's because she's scared. And sometimes she has nowhere to go. Because when you're young and you're in a relationship and you done lost your parents, where are you going? So to make a long story short, now I'm in this relationship with this person. I'm not only loving this person, but I'm loving his children too. Mind you, I don't have no children. I done been raising children since I was a child. So to raise children is secondary to me. Here I am in a relationship 13 years with a guy who always got children coming. I got to learn to accept these children. I have a mama who's a single mother. I had to learn how to accept her having brothers and sisters that wasn't even hers coming up. So it wasn't nothing for me to say, okay, well, I accept these children because I got that foster parent mentality, even though I wasn't a foster child. You understand? That's why I can understand my sister so much and how she loved people. So at the end of the day, by me being in this relationship, having children with a man that I care about, and not only caring about him, but his children and everything got to do with him, I accepted a lot coming from him. I accept extending everything that I had, the little stuff that I had, to that relationship and exhausting myself in it to the point I can no longer find myself because I never found myself from the 13-year relationship. I just happened to flop over like a fish into this one. Now I'm lost in a relationship trying to find love and some kind of value. And at the end of the day, guess what? I never did. So it caused me to leave my man after being with that man for 10 years. And I just got out of that relationship. Working on a year now. Went on. Hold on now. It don't even end there, baby. I went on to move in with my mom. A mother that I love, never raised me, had hiccups all her life. That's why I stayed from hand to hand, auntie, grandma, and things of my jig that way. You understand me? But I never denied her. I always loved her in spite of what happened and how my brother and sister might have their feelings about her. I was always her ace boon coon. I looked at her like my sister, and I still do to this day, and I love and admire her like my mother. And she will be here in October to live in my house with me because ain't nobody else gonna do it. You understand what I'm telling you? So at the end of the day, so at the end of the day, I sacrificed a lot, but it taught me. It taught me. And what it did teach me is, in spite of what all I went through, because I'm cutting this thing kind of short, as y'all can see.
Mm.
In spite of all I went through, it taught me the strength of who I am. Because what happened was, like I said, I got out that relationship. I went on, you understand, to stay with a mother who not only, and I hate to say this, but if we don't start with that mission somewhere, we ain't gonna end nowhere. You understand me? But who not only turned her back on me as a child.
Don't you cry,
You
baby.
understand me? Who not
Um,
only turned her back on me and my brother and sister as a child, but as a full grown adult, put me
Mm-hmm.
out her house when I didn't have nobody else for a man. So I had to go live next door with her friend who was a man and try to build a rapport with somebody I don't even know because I don't have anybody else. Once again,
oh no.
go through all kind of mess in that relationship. To the point I told my sister Nicole one day, the father told me to go on faith and I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yep.
And I left that shit. I went and slept at the goddamn park for almost 2 weeks in my car,
Just don't do it.
bathing my ass wherever I can. Bought me a barbecue grill, kept me some food, kept me a cooler. Because one thing about it, I know how to survive.
Mm-hmm.
I was taught very well from the elders that I did come in contact with how to
Mm-hmm.
survive out here. And you never let a nigga see you sweat no matter how you living. You put your best it on and you go out there and you face the day. And that's
Mm-hmm.
what I did every day. You can ask my sister this. She was a
I was
witness.
on the phone.
Sleeping in my car at the park, man. But at the end of the day, not to say I ain't had no money in my pocket and I couldn't go get me a hotel room, but it probably would have took all I got.
Right.
Right.
2, 3 days in a hotel would have broke me. Just to be able to sleep comfortable and bathe my butt, no, I got to sacrifice.
Yeah.
So I did what I
Responsibility.
had to do.
Yeah.
But
And
what
I'm
I'm telling you, I was blessed not to be able to do it with a child and have responsibilities because I told my brother early on when I was in that 13-year relationship, when he got out of jail and he came and found me, he said, Tara, he said, listen here, I'm speculating that you dating this nigga that the world out here kind of know. And I'm gonna tell you what they saying about him. That he
mm,
gonna end up getting you pregnant. And you gonna do this and you gonna do that and your life gonna go this route. And I told him right there, standing before him and all his friends and my uncle and all them. You know how I'm the only girl out there and a bunch of guys around me that raised me. You understand me? From the streets to the ones from the ones in the streets that knew my brother and them and watched us come up and admired us for who we was, to the ones that knew this nigga and they know who I was telling me, look, you gonna do this and you gonna, and I told them then, I say, man, I'd be darned if I have a baby by anybody. I would rather get falsely inseminated by my brother than to
mm,
have a baby by a no good nigga who would never take care of my child and walk out on me and them and leave me hot, high, and dry. And I stuck to that to this day. And I don't have any children at the age of 45
Mm.
wow.
because of my experiences. And people might say,
But she
you're
don't
so
look it
crazy
though.
from,
She don't look
people
it
might say you so crazy
at
for
all.
making those sacrifices. But throughout my life and what I went through, I'd be darned if I was gonna drag a child down that same bumpy, tore up road that I was going down and that I
Yeah.
had went down. And right now, I'm like you, baby. I'm to the point right now. I'm 3 months in my own shit on my own after being in a 23 lifespan
Oh shit.
relationship of being with people and not knowing myself. And I'm finally getting to know myself being in this place. And at the end of the day, dude, I get up every morning happy. I got a job I go to. I work 6 days a week. I carry my own bills. I ain't got to ask nobody for nothing. I got a storehouse. I got a many of niggas want to take me out any day I want to go, and I always say no. And I got a 22-year-old headache that might come and drive me crazy anytime I want him to. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm feeling good about myself. So at the end of the day, even if I don't never have sex with nobody, I don't lay down in my bed with nobody. I got people that admire me, for
Right.
getting to know me when I didn't have that before. When people disregarded me and did not value me.
Right.
When I slaved for these people. When I did everything I can to make these people accept me and to fit in their families and their lifestyle and their roles, and they told me I was pretentious for doing it
Right.
because I wanted to be accepted because I didn't have nobody, and I thought that was all I had.
Yeah.
I
I'm
wanted
gonna
to
tell
fit
you
in that
something.
relationship. I wanted to be there, but life
Right.
caused me not to. And again, I left on faith. So what I
Yep.
told you in the beginning, I will tell you again. You are a blessed woman. When it
Amen.
takes, let me tell you something. A woman's work is never done. And when it
That's
takes
right.
a village to raise a child and you don't have that village and you doing it on your own, don't you never turn your head or put your head down and say, God darn it, you ain't nobody. You hold your head up high. Hold your head up high and be proud of you and everything you go through. Because them scars, them
Oh, thank
bruises, ain't nothing but stars and stripes. And you
Uh-huh.
earned them. And let me tell you something. Experience ain't nothing. Experience ain't nothing without a teacher.
that's
I'm
right.
trying to tell you, baby.
And
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tell
let me
you.
say something,
Glow,
Tara.
glow in it, and you glow and you grow.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying to tell you,
Let
Yes.
me tell
girl.
you
I got
something.
listen, y'all. Ooh,
No, no. Let me tell you something, Tara.
I'm sorry, y'all. On
No,
some
no.
real
You
tease,
don't.
man.
No, you don't
Ooh,
apologize for nothing. I'm a Tara. Why Tara
baby,
would? But hold
I'm
on,
sorry.
because it gets deeper,
Mm.
baby girl, Nish.
Yes, I'm
I just
here.
want y'all to
Why
know how
Tara was?
powerful
Why Tara
y'all
was
are
going
as
through that?
individuals.
Right.
The
Yes.
Father ain't give us, the Father ain't give us life, strength, breath, fresh air
Go
to
ahead.
neglect ourselves every day for nobody.
For
Yes.
nobody.
Enlighten yourself.
Yes.
Take heed in who you are and get to know you. Cause
Yes.
that's what I'ma do. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I try to focus on daily, man.
So I'm doing
Whew,
it.
y'all don't even know.
No, go ahead and praise him, man.
Y'all don't know. I'm so grateful. I tell people I'm thankful even when they don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
You know
That's
what I'm talking
that's
about?
when you that's
Come
when you
on now.
want to, when
Me
somebody
too.
look at you and you just say thank you and they like, what the fuck did?
I'm grateful. I'm grateful. And they be like, for what? Just for being here. Just for being in your presence today. I
Because
done
I
been
was
shot in
supposed to
my
be,
head.
girl, don't do
I
it.
done been shot in my head.
They're not ready,
Damn near died on I-95. You
and that's
understand
why I
me?
called it
And I'm
95
still here to
South.
talk to y'all and tell y'all my stories. I got a broken back, rods and screws, and I stand up and walk and work and do shit like I was born out the womb with this bitch in me.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because the Father enlightened me to do that. It ain't like I ain't in pain. It ain't like I don't go through suffering. But
right,
at the end of the day, I ain't gonna let myself suffer because that's for
right.
Mm-hmm.
minion. And
Yep.
I be damned if I'm a minion. I ain't no
Absolutely.
legion and I don't do the works of the devil.
That's
I
right.
Mm-hmm.
serve my Father Yahweh. Hallelujah.
And
Mm-hmm.
there you go. But let me tell you, it even go deeper.
That's real.
My sister came. I don't want to cry.
Girl.
That girl saved me.
Hmm.
Tar saved me from suicide. She knew I
Hmm.
was depressed, even though she had the weight of the world on her shoulders.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And we hardly even knew each other at the time, Lord
And
Jesus.
she and she
I don't
called
even
me
do it.
and she called me out. all from YouTube.
Don't
It
even
wasn't
know.
even nothing like what anybody would think. She said, "You be smiling and dancing and laughing." She said, "But you depressed,"
Yeah,
and
Mhm.
I was. My mama
Mhm.
was
I
sick.
saw it.
I was
I
depressed
saw it. I
one
had to
time
pull you off
when
of
I
here, sis.
came here. It was like I was a new person. I wasn't the same person in Philadelphia. I wasn't just like I said. I had to be aggressive there because the girls will try you up there, but here I have to take my aggressiveness out of me. Even with my son, like my son is light. He's light. I can't even pinch him if I wanted.
Mm-mm.
So my threats is lethal to him, but I will
Hmm.
never follow through. I told him I would break his back yesterday, but I couldn't break his back.
You right, but it
He
be so
understands
much,
Yeah.
baby. It be so much, and that's why I want to come in, because that's the part that I'm experienced in.
Sis, sis,
I'm gonna tell
before
you
you say this,
something.
can I just add something
No,
real
no,
quick?
no. Go ahead, baby.
Okay, y'all. I just wanted to add this because y'all notice I said I don't have any children. I'm gonna enlighten y'all and correct myself and say I don't have any biological
Got you.
children
Okay,
because
because
I
I was
have a whole heap
good.
of children. I got
Yeah.
children
Thank you, baby
everywhere.
girl.
But at the point of it, and I'm gonna tell y'all one that's
Thank you,
really
Nish.
special to me. Her name is Catherine Ray. You understand me? When I met
Uh-huh.
this child was my neighbor. Her daddy was a real yard man, straight off, like straight from Jamaica, like how they say off the boat. Yeah, don't like speak patois. Raised her in a garden, ain't have nothing. Had to make shelter for them to have a roof over their head.
Mm.
To the point this man can afford to put her in an apartment. And when I met them, they were staying in this apartment, and we moved next door to them. This girl ain't had nothing, man. I took this baby in because her mother died. That's how she ended up with her dad.
Mm.
Her
Mm.
mom was Puerto Rican, white, and Indian or something, but her dad was Jamaican, pure Jamaican. When her mama died, man, listen, she ain't had nobody but her daddy. Her daddy ain't know much, but by her being a girl, I took her in. I took her under my wing. All through her elementary, middle school, all them things. I was there for her. I was there for her. To this day, right here, me and her, we went through a separation where we didn't see each other for a couple years. Do you
Mm.
know I call her my niece. And the reason why I call her my niece is because I told her I'm not going to let her call me her mother. But she tells me, and she'll tell anybody I'm her mother.
That's your mom. Yeah, you are. I told you that you were that baby's mama.
You
Right.
understand? Everybody knew me as to be her mother. But I would never let her do that because out of respect of her
Out of
mother. Because I
respect
had an
for
aunt
her
who did
mother.
that to me. I
Right.
had an aunt who
There you
told
go.
me every day, I'm not your mother. Your mother is this person.
Right,
Even
right.
though I love you like
Yep.
a mother.
Girl,
And I
wait, no, now
raised you.
you gonna have me fall over now. I'm
Now
fat now. If
listen.
I fall
Come
over, I
on
better
now,
go
sis.
get up now.
So to
I'm
make a long story short, what I'm telling you is this with the things I didn't know this. This is how you leave impressions on people. And I never knew this. With the things that I taught this girl from the time that she was around me, this girl took on to have two kids, which I was there when she like through all these things. I was there. When she got older and she went off by her life, I went off about my life and we didn't see each other. She held tight to these things that I taught her. Now she got her kids, she shined that light on her kids, her two boys. She raised them with structure. That baby
Amen.
done moved on to New York, to Buffalo, New York. That baby has her own daycare center, raising
Mm.
Mm.
other people's
Taking care
children,
of more kids. There you
Mm.
go.
taking care of other people's children, teaching them what I taught her,
Right.
Yes.
and telling me right now today, if she ever make it anywhere in life, she gonna always reach back and take her auntie with her.
Mm.
If she get big and get a mansion, I got a wing in that bitch. And that is not my child. That girl ain't no kin to
That
me.
is no child though. That's what I always try
Never
to
knew
tell you.
her before
Don't you
today.
do
I
that.
met her,
You
and she
stop.
loved me into life, and I love her to life.
Mhm.
And
You
I got
stop
my
there.
stepsons that I love to life in the same way.
Yeah.
I got my nieces and nephews that I love to life in the same manner, the
Yeah.
same aspect. That's why I tell y'all, it take a village to
To
raise
raise
a
a family.
child.
To raise a family.
Yes, yes. And
And this is
Nicole
what.
can bear witness to that.
Yeah.
She's adopted, man. It took somebody to care enough to look at her and say, I want that baby right there. That's mine.
And that's what my mama said.
Come on now. And they ain't even know that girl.
And they
Know
wanted to give
nothing
my
about that
mama.
baby.
They wanted to give my mama a light skinned baby with curly
Girl,
hair, and she said no.
it's a
I want.
blessing out
I
here.
want that one right
Y'all
there.
just bear witness here.
Y'all know
And
nothing
watch
about
how
that.
this thing be revealed. Blood, water, 40, law, prophet, fulfillment is all in the making. He died for us. And
Go
he
ahead
lives
now.
within us. Come
Amen.
on, man. You
Yeah.
best to know him. Stop waiting on him to come again. He's here. And he's doing his job every day.
Yeah. But you have to
Even when we
accept.
sleeping and don't recognize.
But you have to accept them though.
Girl, hallelujah.
Hmm.
Girl, y'all don't know. I
Ooh,
love y'all sisters, man. I love
no.
y'all for the information we spread tonight, for the enlightenment we giving each other, and for the
Yes.
comfort, the guidance, and all these frequencies we sharing. I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man.
I love
This
you
was a
too, baby.
blessing. Shit, dog.
Ooh.
This
And
thing has been a
this is what
blessing.
it's about. This is what it's about. Life
Mhm.
changing. What did I tell you when you
Hmm.
came on here? Tara was the reason why she it was your voice on my
Girl.
phone that got you to that got her to call
Wow.
in. See, it's about the transference of
And when
energy.
I think I ain't, when I think, see, cause I was always taught I ain't what the bird, I ain't what the bird left on the limb. None of us are. So when we think we ain't shit,
Right.
you understand? The Father got another plan for you. He gonna show you, you my son. You don't have to be shit.
Yes.
Your light gonna always shine.
Uh,
It's a beautiful thing. Thank you,
Yes.
baby, for loving me and loving
And,
what I and loving to care about what I said and listen. Thank you.
don't
I'm
forget
glad you
loving
this
on,
some kind of way.
your child and teaching her the right way and which way to go in life.
Yes.
I appreciate that. I
But
love
this
Hmm.
her.
is and this is the thing. The
God bless you.
in the in the Bible it says only a fool will reject advice from wise counsel.
Counsel. You best
Mm.
believe.
Only a
Mm.
fool.
Cause I
And
go around.
If
my
this
mama
ain't
told
wise
me
counsel tonight, I don't know
don't be
what it
no
is.
fool.
I go lay on my therapist's couch willingly. I'll be right
Hmm.
there laid up on the couch when we talking about today.
And ain't nothing wrong with it. I ain't never
And
laid
don't
on
ever
no
be
therapist
ashamed of it.
couch. I ain't never laid on no therapist couch, but I can tell you I surely believe in it. I
Mhm.
believe in it. But the
But you
reason
was
why
in
I don't lay
therapy.
up on it, because I got a different type of therapist.
There you go. I was about to say you was in
When it
therapy.
get time for me to be hand down to the human, I'll be laying right on this couch with you, baby. I'm just trying to tell you.
Yeah. Because ain't nothing that the father there ain't nothing that the father can't do. See, people want people to be stuck in a box and to be constricted. And it's about accountability. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now I can
As
come on here
person,
with pretty boys. I can come on this thing with a pretty voice, Nicole, and be all, hey y'all, because you know,
yeah,
girl, I get real sexy sometimes. So I can
yeah,
come on here and do all that. But let me tell you something, it ain't for that, man. It ain't about
Yeah.
that, man.
right.
It's about us spreading this word tonight, man.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Our
All
truth.
into the morning.
Our story, because this
Hmm.
story gonna carry on even if it's one. That one gonna take it to another and
These
another
three are
and
one.
another. And our job is done. New and then you go to another level and another level. My mama said you'll die.
Oh,
You die.
thank you, Emmanuel.
You die 1,000 deaths. I'm gonna tell you something. Through God, all things are possible to those who believe, as long as you're willing to receive what God has for you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It might sound corny, but it's for you, and only you
And you
can
is the key
prevent
word.
forest fires. I know people
Yep.
laugh at me,
Oh my
but that's
goodness,
fact,
who said that?
Since you know I done been on here during the 24 hours with you, girl, my voice is gone.
That's not here.
girl.
My
You
goodness.
want to talk about voices?
Oh my God, we went. This is a whole nother conversation from last night, different from last night, ain't it?
But girl, it was a
But that's
carryover
why
because
we the
I told you
bipolar
that it was
live,
so.
baby.
I told you it was so good. I was replaying
Y'all
what
heard
we
it here
talked
first.
about
The
last night.
bipolar live.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
get into it.
Get into it.
And
Get
this is what
into
I want. It's about accountability,
and prosperity.
responsibility, that too, prosperity,
Mm.
accountability, responsibility, acceptance, and knowledge and wisdom and understanding. The more you
Obedience
know,
and prosperity.
yes, and the more you know, the more you grow. My mama said the old man got to die for the new man to be
And you
born.
and you
And let me
forgot
tell you
something here.
what I found out about forgiveness though, right? I
Mm.
thought when you forgive somebody, right, you're supposed to like forgive and then you no, forgiveness is also in levels too. You might have to forgive them
Oh, girl, you
every
just
day.
spoke a word I
You
want to speak
might have
on, but go
you
ahead.
might have to you might have to forgive them every 15 minutes. You might have to just forgive the high. You might have to
Mm, mm,
forgive
mm.
the first lie, and then you keep forgiving and forgiving because it look, let me tell you something. New
Nicole, repeat
level,
that for me
new
real
new
quick. You said acceptance, and what else
huh?
you said? You said acceptance. Can you repeat that?
Acceptance,
Uh-huh.
acceptance, acceptance, and accountability. Because see,
Uh-huh.
when you have acceptance and accountability, then you can depend on, your actual reality. You know what I'm saying?
And what you said
What
about
you
being
want.
born?
Hmm?
And what you say about being born again? What you say about being born?
The old man has to die for the new man to be born.
Mm.
And I, okay,
Mm.
But
now you
hold
see how
on,
you just said that, sis?
but look, but that old man and that new man will die 1,000 deaths.
But let me tell you,
Oh, okay.
Every level you go, no, but it's every level. It's about once you take accountability, you go to another
Mm-hmm,
step, and then you go to another step, and then you go
mm-hmm.
because new levels, new devils. The devil
New
is there.
devil.
We're not giving him power,
Now,
but the devil is there. He there to trick
what
you,
what Nietzsche was
and that's
saying?
why
I'm
you
sorry.
took. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
let me say this story real quick. Now, I wasn't gonna say I'm 33 years old. I did some dirt in Philadelphia. Now, right before, I want to say like maybe 2 days after, um, I had got my unemployment had started, and my cousin calls me, and
You be
she like,
careful because I want you to be careful what you share now.
okay, not okay.
Right, right, Mama.
We can
Right.
talk. We can talk about this in private because
We keep it candid, but we don't kill ourselves with the government. But go
Listen, it
ahead.
ain't too bad. All of this
your
about family. I'm
Girl,
trying
look.
to. But yeah, anyway,
no.
they had called to see if I wanted to. They was doing some scams and shit. So I'm like, they called me to ask. The moment I said no, they
Mhm.
couldn't believe it. And now they run around talking about, oh, she thinks she better than everybody because what do that matter? Like what? Huh?
Right.
Huh? Why they want
See,
me to sit down with them?
mm,
They hate that I moved away from them. Of
Because they
course,
want you to stay. Because they
they
want you to
want me to
stay in
stay
that same.
down.
They want to stay.
I
They
never
want
seen
you to
nothing
stay
like
there.
that. I never even got a congratulations, like just and
That's
like
not how, baby. That's not how that go. Because you on a whole different playing field. They don't. That's why, because they have to come to accountability and
New levels,
acceptance.
new what?
I
New
know the
levels, new devils.
I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to do. Why I can't
But
I
that's
can't
what I'm saying. When you come to accountability personally within your own life, you ain't gonna need nobody to tell you what decision you made was right.
Okay, sis. Now I want Nietzsche to pause right there. Nietzsche, you can pause right there.
hmm
Okay, sis, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Could you repeat that what you said about born?
Huh?
Could you repeat that quote you said about being
I
born?
can repeat it because I sure wrote it down.
Go
Go ahead,
ahead. Because I need for you to repeat it. Go on ahead.
He said the old man has to die for the new one to arise is
for
what
the
I wrote.
new
No, 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 no.
the old man has to die for the new man to be born.
Okay
For the
then.
new one
But
to
Now
be
let
also,
me
born.
tell
but
y'all
I just
something. I
realized
want y'all to
this
look into that word born.
born,
Because I
right?
always tell sis,
But also though, hold on, let me say this. But I just came to the revelation. I didn't realize that you also die 1,000 deaths.
now you
Accountability,
pause it right there, sis. You
responsibility.
pause it right there. We're gonna have Nietzsche pause it where she at. Now I'm gonna meet y'all in the middle. When y'all say that word born, right?
Right.
hmm
Now this right here came from my founder. It's a fifth
Thank you,
grade
Nisha.
educated man, a fifth grade educated man who knew meth, meth who knew metaphysically what he was talking about. Now
Metaphysical
I'm gonna
science.
put it like this right here. I'm gonna put it like this right here. When my founder wrote his pamphlet, he wrote in his pamphlet as well about being born, because people read that same little version of what you just said and think we are talking about being born from the womb.
Right.
But there's two borns.
There you go.
There's two borns.
Hmm.
There's a heavenly born, a spiritually born, rather, all that, and a physical born.
There you go. Hmm.
And I need for y'all to research them words right there, born. Both borns, the spiritual version of being born and the heavenly version of being born. And tell me which born in today you want to be.
Right.
And tell me which born niche in today's version are you.
Mm.
hmm
While you around here worrying about what somebody's talking about.
hmm
And you will know why they talking. Because I was always taught, when you know who you are, you
Right.
know just the reason why everybody and everything manifests in the way it does around you.
Right.
Now you go ahead on each with your story.
And let me say this to you too, Nitch, too. When I say accountability in
Hello,
regards,
everybody, and
and,
welcome to the chat.
and also too, thank you, Nisha Buck. Thank you, baby. She said I appreciate you really. Thank you, Tara.
You're
And
welcome, baby.
thank you for the cash app, my love. I really truly appreciate it. And it will go directly back into the platform.
You're
Um,
welcome.
Now let me say this. When I say accountability, that means that's not
Thank you,
accountability
everybody.
for your emotions, for your growth. That don't mean all the F stuff and stuff that you've been through. That too, but that's washed away.
Right.
It's today is a new day.
But see, I still got some
And
questions
every day you wake up, you
in my
are
mind.
being what?
You want
Born.
Right.
You're being spiritually
Every day.
born.
Yeah.
We are sons. We are sons. I don't care if you are a woman. You are a son. Don't let these people tell you you a daughter.
That's right.
Don't let these people have y'all running around here believing in Mother Earth.
mm,
That's all. That's a whole.
The father is a morphodite. He's both entities, good, bad, and ugly. You understand me? So at the end of the day, they are right. but they right on a different level. They only connecting with the feminine version,
Mm.
they're a
which is
whole lot of wrong.
natural.
But they're a
Which
whole
when
lot of
you all
wrong.
break it down, that shit point back to the natural, not the spiritual.
Right.
And I'm giving it to you raw. So
And that's
today
why I
we
say
are to praise the Father.
the
The
Father.
Father. Adam came before Eve, even in the alphabet, spiritually, metaphysically, scientifically, and all. It points back to the Father.
Mm-hmm.
So we are sons. We go to bed at night. We
Yeah.
set when the sun set. We rise in the morning. We
Uh-oh.
rise when the sun rises.
Uh-oh.
And
Sly
all
Jones said,
within.
oh, Sly Jones, I don't know how to feel. You saying,
And in the process of that, we give due light.
yeah.
Like we doing right now on this platform.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for everybody to bask in it. Now, what you take from it is on you. You
Right.
be born. Because I know I'm born.
Because it's
I
your
know who
you
I
have
am.
to you have to take responsibility to have accountability.
And
You
that's
know what
why I
I'm
get
saying?
mad when people walk around talking about black lives with an S on it matters.
Right.
What happened to a black life?
Matter.
We got to be accountable for one before we be accountable for many.
For a minute. The girl, they ain't
We
ready.
better be accountable for our own asses
It
and
starts at
processes
home. And
and
it
do
starts at home.
processes and
And
the
let
way
me tell
things
you
work
something.
around us before we can be accountable for that man that got slain out there on that street.
Right. That's why it starts.
Come
That's
on
why
now.
it starts at. That's why it starts at home. That's why it
Within.
sounds like a lot
Right.
of the stuff sounds like
Right.
malarkey. It has to. How can I go out?
That's why Nietzsche over there trying to teach her
Start.
son to be a
Wait,
great
hold on.
man now.
Let me say this, sis, and let me tell you, majority of me and Tar's personal conversations go like this all the time. You know why?
Yep.
So we can continue to grow. Cause this life is hard, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
It's hard.
ooh. Tell it. It's
Yep.
hard.
That's why she
I'm
be
doing
joking
it,
with
man.
me.
I'm doing
That's
it.
why
I'm
she
doing
jokes
it.
with me and say, "How are your knees
Have a
today?"
good night, Sly John.
Uh-huh.
I love you too, baby. What's wrong, Sly?
He talking about, oh hell no, let him stay out of this.
No, I would like to know what his opinion is. You don't gotta go nowhere, but
I don't know, but for some reason he ain't never in agreements with me. But that, hey, let me tell you something. One thing about me, I don't take nothing personal. I ain't Jermaine.
yeah. Oh Lord,
I'm just
don't
letting you know.
you may had a Jerry curl anyway.
Hey,
So
I don't hide behind. I don't hide behind my words. I speak out.
Mm.
mm, well, then we gonna have to go on to
If you
we're gonna
don't
have
do
to go.
empty words
You
from broken philosophers, then you go look up what I'm saying. You do that. You do your due diligence. Cause one thing about me, I ain't a philosopher, and I ain't giving you no philosophy. I'm giving you truth. Hallelujah and amen. Sly Jones.
hey, let me just say this. This is why I always say that in what
You
I
got
have
that
learned,
right.
right?
My words gonna
Recently,
always help somebody because it's the truth. I don't know about your stories. Your stories ain't my stories. That's
right,
why it's his story.
right. Individual relationship.
And because I speak with power and impact, believe me, baby, I stand behind everything I'm saying. It ain't got nothing. Don't take none of this personal. It ain't got nothing to do with you. If you want to come on here and share your story and what you believe in, and how your philosophies are empty or broken, then you get your ass up here and you do that. But don't come on here questioning my light. And that's real, Sly Jones. And you have a
All
great
right,
night,
y'all.
son.
All right, y'all.
No, that's real. You have a great night, son.
I know you don't mean that with no
Oh,
maliciousness
yes,
or
I
nothing.
do. Yes, I do. I mean it how it's coming at me.
Well, I don't. Well, he's not malicious, sis, and neither are you.
I
So come on.
it in. I don't mean it like that. I mean it with
No, what
power
I'm
and
saying.
impact.
No, we need to have these conversations so we can grow. Let's just hear it.
No,
But
see what it
it's
is,
too much.
because I
It's
ain't
too
coming
much.
on here with the same type tone y'all got. It upsets the people. You see what I'm talking about? They don't like that passion. They don't like that type of teaching that Sir William say. They
Yeah.
want somebody to come on here shaking their titties and ass and talking soft and kind to them. I ain't that type of. You catch me like that, homeboy, when it's on that type of time. But tonight it ain't on that. Shit, my sister sharing her story and it enlightened me, and and I'm grateful. And I'm letting you know now. How I come out is how you get it. Everybody
All
ain't
right.
everybody ain't everybody ain't sitting up here trying
Slide,
to be no
slide,
honor student,
slide.
bruh.
Stop.
You heard
Stop.
what I said, homeboy.
Stop,
Now
y'all.
catch them
Stop.
T's.
Stop,
Catch
y'all.
them T's. Catch them
What?
T's. Run it.
No,
Catch
not
them
right
T's.
now. I'm working.
No, don't argue.
Catch them T's. You ain't got to
Stop.
slow them down, sis. Let them speed
No.
up.
No,
His
stop,
name
y'all.
Slide
Please,
Jones, ain't it?
please, y'all. Please, for
Let's
me.
get with it.
Please, y'all. For me.
Yeah, because I can redirect this passion towards him if he wants some.
No, we ain't gonna do that.
I know I ain't gonna do it, but he about to do it. He in the chat doing it.
Come on, Slide, please, for your sister. Please, y'all. Come on.
Ain't it? Let's keep this thing kosher. We wasn't even on that level. There's always some idiot coming up in here with a bad spirit trying to make shit worse than what it is. Come on, man. If you don't like what I
Come
say,
on
just don't
now.
come in here
Don't
when I'm in here.
Slide. Don't do
That's what
that.
it is.
Please, Slide. Please, Slide.
I
Don't
don't
do
give
that.
a fuck about sounding
Okay.
ghetto, dog. That's what
We
you ain't
don't in there.
understanding, homeboy.